passengers. This is the pre-boarding announcement for HeadTrip Air Flight 1501 with service to Austin, Texas. We are now inviting those passengers with small children, pets, ridiculously large carry-on baggage, past, current or future lovers of Taylor Swift, and any passengers requiring special assistance to begin boarding at this time. Please have your boarding pass, identification, and pre-order vouchers for ginger ale ready. Regular boarding will begin in just a few minutes. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, we will now begin boarding all passengers for the HeadTrip Air World Tour on Flight 1, with service to Austin, Texas. We will begin boarding with Seat 1, and then, well, we'll be done boarding. We would like to sincerely thank you for choosing HeadTrip Air as your premier travel destination. Welcome aboard.
Meet Jason, a CPA from Salt Lake City, Utah. By day, Jason is an accountant, but by night, he's also an accountant. However, in the spaces between, he's an aspiring pilot who loves the stars, the Oregon coast, popcorn, and the multi-platinum 80s glam metal band, Runt. He's also due for a midlife crisis. Jason has a dream. The dream of circumnavigating the globe while touching down in every single recognized nation on the planet, all in simulated aircraft, without a single crash, and most importantly, without dying. With departure from his home base at Salt Lake City International, one slight mistake from this rookie pilot will send him back to the beginning, to start the journey all over again. So come with us now, along this perilous journey, where we will meet new friends, discover other cultures, recruit new passengers, co-pilots and flight attendants, as well as book a variety of in-flight entertainment. While we cannot guarantee your safe passage with us in the skies, there will always be a first-class seat reserved, just for you. Welcome aboard HeadTrip Air, and thank you for choosing us as your premier travel partner. The world tour will resume in 3, 2, 1.
There we go.
All right. There's nothing better than technical difficulties with your audio on your very first maiden voyage of the HeadTrip Air World Tour. I hope that's not an omen, because we have a lot of flying to do. And so here we are. Welcome to HeadTrip Air World Tour. This is, as I've mentioned in a few previous episodes, this is the very first leg of the main event of HeadTrip Air. This was why we started this, whatever this is. I don't know what this is. Whatever this is why we started it. Because Jason has a dream. Jason has a dream to circumnavigate the globe, touching down on every single nation on the planet, hopefully without crashing, and certainly without dying. And I don't know if you're excited, but I'm excited. And that's all that matters, because nobody else is here, other than the very most important guest of all, my very first official co-pilot. And his name is Justin, a super good friend for just a long time. Justin, welcome to the cockpit.
Thank you, Jason. I'm happy to be here.
He is happy to be here. I'm attesting to that. I'm looking over at him right now, and he's got a smile on his face.
Yep.
So you wouldn't think that it's that exciting to get in a car. In fact, you know what? I think I'm going to see. Let's just see if we can. We're going to work through. Since this is the very first episode, we have a few little. I mean, you would think I would have worked all this stuff out, but a few kinks that we're going to work through. But I'm going to just see if we can get the webcam up, and there we are. Okay.
Oh, heck yeah. Hello.
There we go. Now I've got to move this around a little bit. I added a few, stuffs. Let's get ourselves more situated.
Yeah.
Justin looks good. I look like I could use a little. You know what? When you get this old and you get this, what should we say? Cheerful. Should we use the word cheerful?
I think it's an appropriate word.
Cheerful, like Santa Claus, right?
Yeah. Jolly.
There's nothing you can do. You just kind of roll with it. Jolly. That's right.
Yeah.
So, anyways, that's us. We've got the ambiance set, right? The cockpit's rolling.
This cockpit is ready.
It's legit.
It's legit. I mean, the amount of preparation, I really am amazed.
He's amazed.
I am.
Honestly, it may not translate to a successful, flight or experience, but that doesn't matter, because guess what? We're going from Salt Lake City today, and our very first. This is Justin's choice. I let him choose. I was like, Justin, you're the, what should we call you? The grandfather?
I guess. Yeah.
Grandfather of the world tour.
Grandfather of the
Justin's
world tour.
the grandfather of the world tour. He got to choose where he went. He says, Jason, what I want to do is I want to go east. Because I've never flown east. I mean, you have flown over Texas a little bit before.
I've flown over it, but
you've never landed east.
Nope.
Have you ever been to the East Coast?
Never.
Never been to the East Coast?
No.
So I was thinking, most of these pre-flight tests, I've tried going down south a little bit. I've tried going west. I've tried going northwest multiple times because I love Oregon, and I've been trying to get up to Oregon. And so, as you know, I've just done a whole HeadTrip Touring Co. guided tour of Oregon, but we're not going to start there for the world tour. We are going east. Salt Lake going east. And here's the good news. Justin was motivated. He says, I don't work tomorrow. And I was like, you got to fly this thing real time, right?
Yep.
And I was like, we can go, if you want to go just, 30 minutes, an hour, wherever we just got to find an airport. And I showed him a few options. What were the options that I showed you? Maybe like Chicago. And,
yep.
And I realized that's kind of a long flight for a simulator, but Kansas City, Denver.
Yeah, that was what I remember, a couple of the options.
Yeah.
But Austin felt right.
Austin, guys. Austin, Texas, where I've never been to Austin.
I haven't. No.
Justin's never been to Austin?
Nope.
But we're going to Austin today, and hopefully we make it alive. That would be the critical.
I'm going to cross my fingers and hope for that too.
Cross your fingers and hope to die?
I hope to not die.
Cross your fingers. Do it right now, Justin.
Cross your fingers.
Cross your fingers and hope not to die.
Yes.
So I will turn our camera off for the moment now.
Okay.
There's no reason why you need to see, us. But I had told Justin I had a few twists for him.
Yes, you did.
And so I think I'm going to let you in on a few twists. So, Justin.
Okay.
This is the plan.
Okay.
Tonight.
Uh-huh.
I'm glad you don't have to work in the morning.
Yes.
Debbie came in, she's hungry, right? And I told Justin, I says, the good news is this flight is long enough to be a full service flight. We'll have some food service, right? Not just snacks. We'll have some ginger ale. We're going to do a ginger ale tasting contest tonight.
Oh, yes.
That's going to be on one of our first service. We also, as we pass into, I haven't decided, when we pass the Rocky Mountains and get into the prairie, the flatlands, we have some specialized treats for that moment. We also have some specialized treats when we cross the Texas border.
All right.
And then, of course, we have full service dinner tonight. Justin, you didn't realize this. Here's one of the twists.
Uh-huh.
Me and you are going to pick up dinner during our flight.
What? I had no idea.
I had no idea. I thought of it earlier today, and I thought, how are we going to do this? Because we wanted to eat at Hungry Howie's Pizza. Because and I want to give a plug for Hungry Howie's in Layton, Utah. It is the best pizza in Utah.
I agree.
They got flavored crust, right?
So
What's your favorite flavor?
You know, I've only tried a couple of them. I love, what did we do? It was the garlic, I can't even remember.
Garlic herb?
Garlic
herb or something like that?
That was the one I tried that I liked.
You know what? Oh my gosh.
What's your favorite?
I like the Cajun.
I haven't tried
I like the Cajun. So I was like, Hungry Howie's, I don't think delivers this far. We're probably about 15 minutes at least.
Right.
To Hungry Howie's. So I figured what we're going to do, we're going to order the food. When we get up, we have to first learn how to turn on the autopilot.
Okay.
But this is the plan, at least. I don't know how this is going to go, guys, but we are going to get this thing headed towards our destination. Get it on autopilot and book it to pick up our pizza, and hopefully get back in time before we run out of gas or before.
This is awesome.
Before I don't know. It should go well, but but it's not like we have like all these fancy assists. From the game to help us. Like, this is real, true to life flying.
Right.
So if we run into any weather patterns or anything turbulence, it is what it is. I'll take my phone with us, so we'll be able to watch the live stream while we're traveling.
Yeah.
We'll try to make it quick. That'll be about a round trip of 30 minutes, I'm hopeful. Just back in time enough to land somewhere. Now, I was hoping, and we may or may not be able to do it, but I was hoping to, like, because we're going to cross Colorado. We're going to cross, I think, a little bit of New Mexico, possibly.
Okay.
Probably Oklahoma and Texas. We could knock 5 states off if we choose to land in each of those states. We have to touch down at an airport and land.
Oh, okay.
It might be a little ambitious, and I'm okay if we skip some of them. We can just try it.
Okay.
But I want to tell you twist number 2, Justin.
Okay.
By the end of the night, you will be flying this plane.
What?
You will be flying this plane.
Okay. Yeah, I did not know that was going to be part of this.
And so you can watch me up front. You know, here's the good news. I'll get it started for you.
Yeah.
But if we can land at one airport,
it
would be wonderful to give you a chance to actually take off.
Oh, wow. That's a lot of trust.
It's a lot of trust. But if we land at one airport, we're safe at least there, right?
Right.
So let's say we go to Denver. And that might be, Denver's a little, maybe not as straight as the crow flies, but we can find a place that we don't have to kind of go out of our way too much.
Yeah.
But if we can land, we're safe. And we got one state down.
Right.
And we've got, we don't have to ever come back to Salt Lake City if we can get a successful landing.
Okay. That makes sense.
If we die, before landing, we come back to our last
airport.
Last airport.
Okay.
That's how this world tour is going to work.
Okay.
So, got to make it around the entire world, every state in the Union of the USA, and every nation on the planet. Probably take me the rest of my life. But it's all about the journey, not necessarily the destination, and we'll just see where it goes from here.
Okay.
Hopefully go somewhere, because this microphone is kind of expensive.
Yeah.
Actually, I've been wanting this. I've been wanting this for even making music for a very long time.
Yeah.
So finally, you just need something to do it, and live streaming to yourself with no audience is the perfect opportunity to do that in my book.
Yeah.
So without further ado, I mean, there's one thing we need to do before we get into the cockpit and just teach you how to start the sucker up.
Okay.
That is, we got to find out what time Hungry Howie's closes, because if they close too early tonight, we might have to shift to, like Pizza Hut,
right,
or somewhere else. But we're still making the run, and we're still putting the sucker on autopilot.
Nice.
And I have not learned how to use the autopilot on this plane.
So we're going to learn it real time.
Kind of. I mean, I kind of understand the concepts of autopilot. I just don't know how well it.
Okay. Well,
maybe maybe we won't even get off the ground.
Well, whatever we end up doing, I'm in for the ride.
Okay. Here's a little FYI, Justin. When I cough, or if you need to do a big cough, just give me a warning, and I'll turn the
mic down.
Yeah, and
Perfect.
that way our non-audience doesn't have to bear any of that. Not that I have cough, but it happens now anyway. Okay.
All right.
So, the very first thing we need to do. Okay, this is important.
Okay.
This is going to be your job, Justin. By the way, I am going to swing on over to our trusty web browser. I'm going to give you the keyboard. I want you to do a search and find out what time
Hungry
Howie's closes tonight. Google.
This is important.
Yeah, Google will probably just tell us. I knew my wife was vested in.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
How do I? Do I have a mouse or like?
Oh, you do. Here, I'll do the mouse.
Yeah.
We'll do a little bit of.
A little.
You just put an enter there.
Ah, there we go.
Hungry Howie's closes at. That's not bad. 10 o'clock.
Oh yeah,
We can get autopilot by then. What time is it right now?
It's 8:35.
We're fine. We're fine. So what we'll do is we'll order the Hungry Howie's.
Okay.
Oh, by the way, you know what? This is important. This really is, Justin. And you might think, it's like, why don't we just get in Skype? We'll get there. But it's important to see the logo of Hungry Howie's because
this is important.
this is critical. Because Justin looks exactly like their logo when he was a young kid. And,
Yep.
and you can't deny it, can you, Justin?
Can't deny it.
So type Hungry Howie's again.
Okay.
Right there.
Yep.
And, yeah, I
Do you go to images?
mean,
Oh, there it is.
Right there.
That-
Frankly, we'll probably get a better shot of it if we just go to images. You're
Yeah.
right. Let's just find one.
There it is.
There it is right there. So you be the judge, okay? You be the judge, folks. Here we go. I'm going to turn the camera on one more time. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Justin, kind of, give us a straight-on shot.
Okay.
Kind of give it a nice little innocent smile there. Okay. Now imagine this man as a young boy. Okay. Maybe a little lighter hair. Did you have a little bit lighter hair?
Yeah, I did.
When you were younger?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And you tell me.
I think you're right. I know for a fact that they based
That on you.
Yeah.
I know for a fact as well. I know for 100% fact.
Yep.
Now, I guess now's a good time to clarify. Hungry Howie's is not sponsoring us officially yet. But wouldn't it be amazing if by the end of the night they did sponsor us and gave us a free pizza?
Would be.
Just hop on. I mean, we could just say hop on YouTube and you just be the judge.
Yeah.
And they'll say they have 0 viewers. You're paying for your pizza. Oh well, we tried.
We definitely give it our best.
All right, that was the most. That was the pre-fight. The pre-fight. Yeah, pre-fight. That was the pre-fight. Now we're into pre-flight. So let's get the sucker started up, shall we?
Let's do it.
One thing I need to do, however, is I need to shuffle up our playlist a little bit, get back into our HeadTrip soundtrack music.
Yes.
All right, you ready for this, Justin?
I'm ready.
Oh, we need to do one thing. I didn't even realize.
What is that?
The throttle's in that drawer right there. I didn't even pull it out. So
where is it?
It's if you just pull that drawer out right there.
This one?
You can see the you can see the cord hanging out. Right
Oh
there
yeah,
on the right
yeah,
hand.
yeah.
Yeah,
This.
you just open it up enough and pull that throttle out.
Oh, this.
That's it.
There you go.
Yep. That would have been fun trying to fly without a throttle. So pay attention, right?
Okay, I'm paying attention.
Because
If I'm gonna do this,
you are eventually going to be, and go ahead and you just keep that keyboard because you're going to be, you're the co-pilot.
that's right.
That's what co-pilots do.
That
right?
is right.
So we're going to start this plane. It's going to be cold and dark. Do you know
Okay.
what cold and dark means?
I don't know.
It means cold and dark.
Cold and dark.
So I've got to remember all the settings that there we go. Here's our cockpit right here.
All right.
So Justin, you watch my finger over here.
Okay.
Okay, there's only 2 controls. It's this one and this one. So if you learn all the myriad of buttons on it, you're basically I don't know. The Wright brothers.
Yeah.
Right? This thing right here
Okay.
is gonna move your view.
Okay.
And that applies to both inside and outside, right? So
Oh,
you can move
okay.
around the plane. You
Right.
can and you can do it I can do it with the mouse as well.
Okay.
And so the very first thing you do, oh, by the way, there's a little button on the side of this.
Uh-huh.
It's a little button on the side that
Okay.
moves you from inside view to outside view.
Oh, okay.
And then if your camera gets super funky, you can always push this button right up here, and it'll just reset your camera. So it always goes right behind your plane.
Gotcha.
Or inside, it always goes just right to a straightforward view.
Okay.
Pretty easy.
Yeah.
So the very first thing you see this little iPad we have down here?
Yeah.
I like to call it an iPad. I don't know what it is.
Oh, yeah.
That is our first step to starting up this plane.
Okay.
And see, we get once in a while, I don't know, we're still working through some of the audio little glitches.
Yeah.
Trying to still figure that
Trying
one out.
to do something.
So I just need to, I don't know, that's slightly frustrating. I don't know if it's happening to our voice as well, but that's just,
The voice sounds
I have to
normal
kind of
to
shift
me.
back and forth between these virtual audio. And there we go. I don't know
Yeah.
why it happens.
Yeah.
I don't know why it happens. I'll have to, that's a kink to work out throughout the tour.
Yes.
All right, so we come here to this aircraft here screen. Oh, so we gotta go down to this one. This is the one that's,
Oh, yeah.
and and then Jason's already forgotten how to fly a plane. I mean, there you have it. So, I know the one thing we want to do is we want to open up our doors so we can let our passengers in, right?
Right.
That's always important. So we've got our passengers coming in,
Nice.
and also, there you go. That wasn't important enough to mute. Justin, if you're on a flight, what
Yeah.
don't you want to forget? You know how they say if you are on stranded on an island,
Yes.
and you could have one thing.
Yes.
If you were going to take a flight from Salt Lake City
Uh-huh.
to Austin, and you could only bring with you one thing, what would it be?
Is this like a serious answer?
Oh, this is
Like my serious answer?
yeah. But this whole thing is serious. We've already talked about this.
I think for me on a flight, the one thing I'd want to bring is like some kind of headphones so I can have music.
Okay.
That's the one thing I would bring
Okay. Well, you probably feel lucky right now because
because I've already got some.
you've got headphones.
So I that's why I was like, should I bring something else?
Okay.
And if I was gonna bring something else, I'd probably bring a book.
Okay. Book,
Yeah.
headphones,
Yeah,
you know,
that's all I need.
pictures of Taylor Swift.
Pictures of Taylor Swift.
Justin, by the way, loves Taylor Swift.
Yes.
So, so Tay, if you're out there and you're just checking into HeadTrip Air World Tour, which is probably like if you were to give it a statistical probability.
I think there's at least a 60 to 75% chance.
Right. That's what I was going to say. Maybe 67%
Yeah.
chance that Taylor's just right here with us.
Yeah.
Right.
I think she is a secret admirer of this show.
I think she is.
Yeah.
I mean, she doesn't show up necessarily on our social feed. Like
Right.
if you look at this, Jeffrey, not Jeffrey, I just called you Jeffrey, Justin.
Yeah.
I do know your name, Justin.
Yeah,
There's just
no,
a lot
you're
of
good.
people that fly with me.
Yeah, you're good.
By the way, Jeffrey, if he ever, he might come into the Discord and he would show up right here. This is if he
okay.
types on the Discord channel, it's going to show up right
Oh,
there.
gotcha.
And that's why we're just going to completely ignore it because we know no one's coming. We know nobody's coming. But what I was going to say to you was, first of all, make sure you don't forget to you do the honors, Justin.
Yeah, I'll do this. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell.
Right, because good things will come your way if you do. And our music is just going bat crap crazy right now. Like, this is, Justin says, if there's one thing that I would bring on a plane, it would be headphones so I could listen to music. And here we are, starting off our journey, and our music is utter crap. After you buy like just the most amazing microphone.
Yeah.
And now Justin's got a headset.
Right.
And it was all working perfectly. You know it because and we cannot get the music to cooperate. So apparently maintenance did not do their job on this aircraft. And I'm just a little bit disappointed in HeadTrip's behind the scenes mechanical staff.
Yeah.
So I think, could you make a note, Justin, that we might
I'm
send
making a
in,
note right now.
feedback?
Yeah, absolutely. Like the music just needs a little work.
Goodness gracious. And that's important. Like, you're right. Like, that was the right answer, right? You
Yeah.
have to have good music.
Yeah.
Or else you may as well just stay home in bed.
It's
That's
right.
the way I feel. You just stay home in bed. Don't.
Yep.
So let's just see if we can fix it again and again and again. You know what I'm
There we
saying?
go.
It
Okay, so
sounds
that's
better.
what this song is supposed to sound like.
Yeah. If you were wondering, like, wow,
Yeah.
we are in the 2020s if you got music
Yeah.
coming out like that.
Yep.
And I really wasn't intending. I don't know why. And this is another thing. My Spotify's playing music that's not even intended. Like, this could get blocked.
Oh, dang.
And I, because I don't try to play
Right.
popular bands. So let's
Right.
just stop that. And I don't know what's happening. Can we just stop and say, I don't know what's happening tonight?
We can
This
stop.
is the best. This is the best start to a world tour
It
I
is.
could ever want.
Oh,
ever.
good. Me too.
Like, I wouldn't want it just to. I would just want to be.
Good.
We got no one to please except ourselves,
That's right.
right?
And we are having a good time.
I'm having a good time.
I'm having a great time.
and I haven't even done anything. I mean,
Yep.
supposedly. Oh, I know what's going on.
What is it?
It's my cue. I have this.
Oh,
I have a cue set up.
and your cue.
I
is-
was listening to Goldfrapp today at work. I was like, you know what? I'm just going to put on Goldfrapp. I'm going to listen from beginning to end, every single album. And I almost made it through the whole thing.
Wow.
I didn't make it through everything, but I got pretty far.
Yeah.
And I queued everything up. And that was our problem. It was just going back to my queue. I'm like, why is this happening? So at least the correct music will play. I just
Yes.
don't know if it will be played correctly.
Gotcha.
So, you can't have your cake, you need it too, though. So if our music sounds like utter bum, see, Loki approves.
Loki
approves of that message.
Yes.
Should we try this again, Justin?
Yeah, let's do it.
It just went right back to Goldfrapp. No, it's because I'm not smart. Really, it's because I'm not smart.
There we go.
There we go. Now we're in the right.
That was pretty a great moment.
That was a pretty good moment. So far, so good.
so far.
There's no one else that I'd rather be in this cockpit with you
Me
right
too.
now.
Good.
And I'll probably say that to everybody.
Yeah.
But you're the grandfather of.
I'm the
Trip Air World
grandfather,
Tour.
and let's not forget
Nobody
that.
can take that.
The
seat
grandfather
from you.
will be remembered as
Yes.
the grandfather.
I'm looking forward to a lot of different people coming.
Yeah.
But we'll see if that ever happens. Okay, should we get back to our, our startup procedures here?
Yes.
I mean, for heaven's sakes. So here, I'm going to give you
I'm
back
a
this
little
keyboard.
terrified
I'm
to fly
terrified.
this plane.
The plane is not looking good. Like, the radio on the plane is funky,
Yeah.
junky.
Funky junky. Yep.
Let's just try this. I think it's when I go back and forth between scenes. Watch this.
Okay. Yes.
Okay, so far so good.
So far, so good.
When I come back in, maybe not.
Yeah.
Here's what we're going to do. We're not going to go out to another program,
Okay.
and maybe we'll figure out what
Okay.
exactly is causing that to happen.
Okay.
So we'll stay in the game
Okay.
because we're on a mission now.
Yes.
Now, I will say this, Justin, as much as music is important, as much as what was the other thing?
Music and a book.
Music and a book.
But I didn't bring a book tonight.
You don't need a book. We
Don't
got
need
too
a
much
book.
to do.
Yes.
We got too much to do. The other thing that you're really kind of missing,
Okay.
I think that you're kind of missing is the ginger ale, right?
That's absolutely right.
So we've got to load up the ginger ale. In order to do that, we've got to just open our cargo bays, right?
Yes.
I mean, so open cargo
And
here.
just-
We're going to open the service door, and we're going to attach a power card because we won't even get the plane started unless we get external power. There we go. There we go.
Yeah.
So we've got our service doors open now.
Perfect.
Our cargo. I don't know if our cargo is open, but who cares about cargo, right? We don't need cargo. We don't have any passengers, but we do need ginger ale.
It's a requirement.
I don't care what the people in the back have. I just know what the people up front must have.
We have to have that.
Okay, so here we go. And it's starting to go funky on us, but I'm not going to mess with music right now. So our ground power is connected. So I'm going to show you how to start this plane because you're going to have to do this probably.
Okay.
I'm
Okay.
assuming. We'll
Okay.
see. We don't know what the night's going to bring.
Right.
Let me zoom out of here. You start. Okay, I'm going to do this. I'm just going to pause that for a moment.
Okay.
we'll just stay focused here during startup.
Okay.
Not that I know how to do it, but okay. So now, the first thing we need to do is we need to turn on our main battery. Okay. So here you go, main battery.
Main battery's on.
And then DC service will allow that external power card that we just hooked up to the vehicle to bring power to us.
Got it.
So you see the battery power will power those two suckers up.
Yep.
But the other displays are not. So I think once you have that going, and this says available, right? When that turns green,
Okay.
let's turn it on. And now you can start to hear the air conditioning start to roll up.
Yeah.
And come on down here, and guess what? We've at least got power.
Yes, we do.
Okay, so that's pretty easy, right? So
Yeah.
far.
Uh-huh.
So now we've got power. Now that's power coming from external sources. We need to get our own power working. Okay.
Okay.
So in order to do that, what we need to do is we need to, if I can remember how to do this, I need to move ourselves over here just a little bit. We need to get what we call the APU on. That's the auxiliary power unit.
Uh-huh.
It's down here. Now, there's a few things that we're going to need to have turned on. We're going to need to power hydraulics because that's what's going to lower and raise our landing gear and our flaps and our ailerons and our rudders and all that crap, right? So if
Right.
you put all those in the bottom auto position,
Yeah.
I guess this is on technically, but auto for all the rest of them,
Yeah.
you're in pretty good shape.
Okay.
Okay. And then the second thing you're going to need to do is get this APU running. So, APU is right here. So consider this the onboard generator. Okay.
Okay.
This is tricky. This part is hard to remember, and I always mess this up, but you have to click this button for whatever reason first
Okay.
before you hit the start stop.
Okay.
And when you do that, you'll know you did it right because you'll come down to your display and you'll have two little things show up here that'll say, and one of them just disappeared. And then this will go APU open, and we're good. So
Okay.
now the APU is open,
Yeah.
and very, very soon, you have to wait for this to become available. Okay?
Okay.
So you click that, and it'll say start,
Okay.
and now it's waiting game. So while we're waiting, why don't you tell me what your favorite Taylor Swift song is?
My favorite Taylor Swift song is Wildest Dreams.
Oh my gosh. I thought it was going to be like, oh, I can't choose one. They're all so good. I can't choose one over the other.
Well-
but you didn't hesitate.
Yeah.
Immediately, you were just like, bam.
Uh-huh. I mean, I love all of her songs. There's really not, but Wildest Dreams, 1989, favorite album.
And there's something special about 1989 for Justin as well.
That's right. I was also born in 1989.
Okay, so there goes personal privacy information.
That's
for
exactly
Justin. So
right.
if you ever want to know when Justin was born, you've got it now. Oh, well, look at that. Our available light is on. So we push the starter, you wait, you talk about Tay-Tay for a little while,
Right.
and then the APU is available.
This is great.
So that means our generator's running, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And now, here's the beautiful part. We can actually click our engines. You got to start them one at a time.
Oh, okay.
So we're going to start first one.
Okay.
And let's come down and make sure our gauges. Got two
Nice.
engines, a right and a left, and just make sure those, and they're starting to move up.
Nice.
So this is legit. Like if you're ever in the back of a plane, and the captain goes, "Oh, I pick your poison, right? I have chronic diarrhea, maybe."
Yeah.
And he has to run to the bathroom, and the co-pilot's going like, "I am not prepared for this," and Justin's like, "I am," because I watched Jason do this in Flight Simulator.
Right.
And we all know that HeadTrip Air World Tour is a prestigious flight school, right?
It is the best.
Uh-huh.
I
Yep.
mean, I feel like after watching you do this, I could fly a plane.
You could.
Yeah.
Maybe we need to put that on our bucket list. Is
Fly
just,
a real plane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
just fly a real plane together one day.
Okay.
Okay. So
I would do that with you.
I wouldn't do it yet. And it has nothing to do with you. I don't trust myself yet, but one day,
Yeah.
my wife pretty much told me I'll never do it, but she has zero faith in me on flying a plane. So here's how you know that everything is working. Okay, so once that's started, before we start our next engine, it's going and it's stabilized, but we need to give it some we need to give it a little bit of thrust. There's an idle position. You'd think it's in idle position now, but it's not. It's kind of more like in an off position. So right over here, see that idle position right there?
Yeah.
We need to release the fuel
Okay.
switch and just move this up to, I need to look a little better. Let me move over. Getting good. Oh, there you go. Right? So we're at idle right there.
Oh,
Okay?
nice. Yes.
And you'll know you're in good shape when you come outside and you get behind your jet, right? Right here.
And you can.
And oh yeah, I did that out of order, I think. So that's good though, because now we know we didn't do it right. Now that we're in that position, let's come up and hit start again, I guess. I don't know. I'm missing a step. Okay. We're good there. We're good there. Oh, I know what went wrong.
What?
I'm telling you, there's just so many steps. You're supposed to follow a checklist, by the way. Pilots don't just jump in here willy-nilly. Even though they're totally trained,
Yeah.
they still follow their checklists.
Yeah.
So that's what we should be doing.
Right.
So why aren't we?
I just didn't know that was an option.
I didn't either. I mean, I did, but I forgot. Let's come back down here. Well, think of a car.
Yeah.
If your car's not starting, what is some possibilities? What's the problem, right?
Right.
You ask yourself, what's the problem?
Uh-huh.
What would you think?
Like the igniter or the
Maybe the battery.
the battery
you know,
could be. Yeah.
Or have you ever run out of gas?
I'm not.
Okay, I have done it multiple times
Yeah.
on the road. I did it
I've gotten close.
on the way to Wendover, like
Oh.
miles and miles. Actually, I was with my wife. She wasn't my wife at the time. I think we were just dating.
Really?
I was going out to pay a speeding ticket in Wendover, Nevada.
And
Don't speed near the Bonneville Salt Flats. Although that place is designed for rocket cars, not so much on the freeway. And
Yep.
so, got a ticket. Had to drive all the way back out there, and I ran out of gas.
ran out of gas.
And I was like an hour and a half late to see the judge, and he saw mud all over my shoes, and he's like, "Yeah, let's just." It was some type of plea in abeyance or something. He's like, "Pay me this much, and we're done." That's basically what it came down to. So that was great. Okay, I digress. Here's what we messed up.
Oh, the
Jeff, we
boost pump.
didn't turn on the fuel pumps.
Ah.
So we're not out of gas, but we weren't getting any gas. That's for sure. Now, the fact that we did this out of order, I don't know, could be problematic. But I mean, we've started and we've got now that we have a fuel pump, let's just see if it might take a moment for that fuel to feed through the lines. But let's just try this again. All right. Cross your fingers.
It's on idle.
Cross your fingers.
Fingers crossed.
And the answer is, there you go. We've got it. Okay, so apparently you can do things out of order on your checklist. That's the lesson number 1 you've learned here at HeadTrip Flight School. Yay. Okay. Let's go to engine number 2 and actually do it in the proper order, shall we?
Yes.
Okay. Let's pump this down. Let's put this on idle.
Did we? Oh, you already turned on the fuel.
I didn't, but I figure, as long as our parking brake's on,
Yep.
which I didn't check. We didn't do that part. We should have.
What if we just?
If you see us moving, it's your job to make sure we don't.
What if we just start by going into the airport?
It's always a possibility.
Yeah.
There's nothing prohibiting that from. Okay, so I think we're okay. Now I'm going to try starting this engine. And there's our audio. We're going to have audio problems probably all night, which is really kind of a downer. We'll see if we can fix that. And we're getting fuel there. Good.
Awesome.
Wait for it.
Is it gonna kick in?
Wait for it. Wait for it. There you go.
There you go.
There you go. Okay. So that was a really long startup process. We'll try to do that a lot faster on future episodes, but hey, you know what? The grandfather needs to learn
Yeah.
the ins and outs of flying a Bombardier Bombardier, however they pronounce it. I don't know.
Right.
CRJ 700 plane. It's kind of the ones you probably fly regionally to, maybe California or Las Vegas or something like that.
Yeah.
Not huge, but not small, right?
Mhm.
All right. So I think, that's it, man.
Okay.
That's it.
So, at this point, do we have to close the doors and everything? Did you already close them?
No.
Is-
No, I did not.
yeah.
That's why I have a co-pilot. That's why you're here.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to do my job.
You're doing it fairly well, because I'll be honest. It wasn't on my mind.
We're just going to fly with the stairs down.
This gets really, really
There's a lot of
dicey.
things to think about, that's for sure.
There is a lot of things to think about.
Yeah.
And this is one of the simple ones, right?
Yeah.
But there's just a lot of things to think about.
Yeah.
And that's why we do what we do. So let's just lift this crap up. Let's close the doors. Right. Closed.
There we
I need
go.
to move forward a little bit because I'm having a hard time. My eyes are
Captain,
not.
The cabin is secure. All passengers are aboard.
That's wonderful.
On behalf of the captain and crew,
Oh,
welcome aboard
nice.
this flight. We hope you enjoy flying with us. Before takeoff, we would like to encourage all
Thoroughly.
passengers to watch our safety features and procedures of the aircraft in case of an emergency.
And they're speaking over one another. That's
Yeah.
interesting.
Please remain in your seats with your seatbelts fastened and your seats in the upright position. In case of a drop in cabin pressure, breathing masks will drop from the ceiling and should be placed over your head. If there is smoke in the cabin during the evacuation of the aircraft, the walkway emergency lights will display to the exits, which are located here and here. In case of an extreme emergency landing, you will be instructed to get into the brace position, which is executed by placing your head between your knees.
Man, they really
with your
start
hands
this off
over
on
your
a
head.
on
Yeah.
a sour note, don't they?
Yeah.
If you're gonna die, you're gonna do it with your head in your lap.
Yep.
Okay. We'll let them finish that up. I think we're ready to go. Seriously.
Oh, good.
There is one last thing that I didn't do the first time, and it just threw me off, and that was on these wheels. They've got these little. I don't know if I can get a good shot of it. Oh, here, let's get that. Now that you know how to like and subscribe and hit the notification for like the last hour and a half. See, they've got these little things right down there. There's those little wood
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You
wheel
have-
chucks. You gotta have someone come out and take those off, or
Oh,
because
or
I wasn't moving and they were pushing me back. I'm like, why am I not going anywhere? And that was
Ah.
exactly what the problem was.
This game is so accurate that you even have to think about removing the woodchucks out of the
Yeah, so accurate that
Oh.
that guy does not. You see that guy? You
Yeah,
saw
I
him
saw
back
him.
there. That's accurate, right? You've seen that.
Yeah. Yep. Is he going to do that?
He's going to no. I'm saying he's not working.
Yeah.
He's on
Accurate
smoke
part.
break. That's the accurate
Yeah,
part.
exactly. You're
Right.
absolutely right.
I shouldn't say that. I love all of our. I wasn't going to say U.S. servicemen, but they're not U.S. servicemen. They're airport servicemen.
Airport. Yeah.
So we got to take the woodchucks out. I call them woodchucks. They're really called wheel chocks.
Oh, yeah. The
They're-
wheel chops.
We'll call them woodchucks because it's just easier.
Yeah. It's much easier.
All right. That was a lot longer than you thought, huh? This is not at all what you thought it was going to be. You're like, I just thought I was going to get in a plane flying. You're like, Wheeler won't even just move. He's so slow at all this stuff.
No, I learned a lot.
You learned a lot. Yep.
Yeah.
Well, you're level 2 now. Now you're level 2 because you've got the plane started. Oh, and I just like to any kind of warning signs. I just go, I don't know what they mean anyway, so I just turn them off. I just kind of ignore them for now. One day I'll learn what they mean.
Right.
Now, here's one thing that we need to do. Lights are important.
Oh, yes.
Believe it or not, we kind of went out of order, but we probably should have had our nav lights on because
Oh, yeah.
that's the little red light on the left, green light on the right, or vice versa. I can't remember, to tell people when you're traveling in the air which direction you're going.
Oh,
so have
yeah.
you ever seen a plane with a green light in the sky?
Right.
If you look at that, you'll know, oh, I know which direction that plane's moving now because
Ah.
you know it's either the left wing or the right wing. Now,
Gotcha.
another way is just to watch it and see which.
Which way it's going.
Yeah.
But
when you're up in the sky, apparently it's important enough that they can see whether someone's coming towards them, away from them, moving left
yeah.
or right, and that's what those color lights are.
Gotcha.
So those are your nav lights. Your beacon light is like, hey, I'm hot. I've actually started my engines. Watch your butt, kind of a thing. So those
Gotcha.
should have been put on probably right
Yeah.
before we start our engine. Strobe light lets people see us as we cross the runway.
Nice.
So, just a little flashing white light on top. Logo lights are purely pride, but, your little vanity plate so people can see our logo. And one day I'm going to make a HeadTrip Air World Tour
Good.
plain decal livery.
Good.
Right? And then wing, I don't even know what that light is, but we always turn it on. Okay. And then landing lights, we don't need those right now. We probably will at this stage. Now, we started the game at 4:25 p.m.
Yes.
And I've blown probably, an hour of that? No, not
It's
quite.
9.
So I don't know what time we started, but there's a good chance the sun's going to go down on us, so we better get in the air, or else we're going to be landing in the dark, which could be really, really dicey. But it could be fun.
Could be fun.
Could be deadly. Oh, and then one last thing before we get moving.
Uh-huh.
This is one of the most important things in every airplane is make sure people are wearing their seatbelts, please,
Oh, yes.
and put on the no smoking signs.
Yeah, that's
Because people need to be, reminded of that.
right.
All right. Justin, you have started
I've learned.
you could literally go into this plane and start it up now.
I could.
Mhm.
Now, if you ask me to remember exactly what we did,
Oh, I'm going to.
I will, but I'll probably need some guidance.
Okay. But I'm going to let you try.
Yeah.
Okay. So now we can disconnect our DC, right?
Okay.
Because we removed the cart. That's gone.
Right.
Just don't turn off the battery. I think we'll be okay. That's it.
Okay.
So guess what we're ready for?
We're ready to go to
push
the
back.
Okay,
Yep,
let's do
we're
this.
ready to push back.
Let's do this.
Okay. So here's your frequencies.
Yeah.
We're going to turn into ground first.
Okay.
Clearance will be to get our taxi clearance and our takeoff clearance, but ground is the people who actually have to do the heavy lifting up front.
Gotcha.
And we're going to then go to ground services here, and we're going to request a pushback. Now, I hope our fuel's in pretty good shape. If not, we'll have to refill in Denver, but I think we'll be okay. This isn't like...
How do we know?
Well, we can go to our external view. I mean, you can look at it internally as well, but if the kind of the cheating way
Yeah.
to see things really quickly, it's right here. There's our gauge. So we're really only at half
Oh.
tank, and I always wondered, why aren't we at full tank? I just think we could put some in. I mean, there's no reason why we can't put a little bit in. Should we send for a fuel truck?
Sure.
Okay, let's just send for a fuel truck. Now these guys, I gotta tell you, these guys like to take
Salt
their...
Lake ground HeadTrip 1-2.
They like to take their time.
Fuel truck.
So while we're doing that,
HeadTrip 1-2, a fuel truck is on the road.
all right, we already got our... We're just gonna pretend we got our catering service. Cause,
Okay.
We opened the door.
Right.
We don't need a van. We won't worry about that.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to wait for the fuel truck. We'll go back to... I was going to push back, but... okay, so while we're waiting for fuel, perfect opportunity to have our very first in-flight... You tell me, Justin, what kind of airline actually gives you flight service even before the plane leaves the tarmac?
I'm not aware of any, so this would be the best flight ever.
Well, you're about to take the best flight ever.
Ooh.
We're going to get our first in-flight service here.
All right.
I picked this up at a Maverick, actually.
All right.
And it's special.
Oh, I believe it.
Have you ever had let's see what it's called. A Lindt? Oh, no, Lindor. Lindor caramel milk chocolate truffle bar.
Never.
Well, you're about to.
Oh, I'm looking forward to
Okay.
it.
Let's see if we can enjoy this Lindt bar before the fuel decides to arrive. I'm hoping it'll be sooner than later, but I'm not holding my breath. Let's look for a truck. Do we have a truck coming? Okay. We'll just kind of hang.
So they
hang
said
tight.
it's on the way, right?
Oh yeah, they said it's on the way.
Yeah.
I mean, that's like, but it's like saying the check's in the mail, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Check's in the mail. There's
The check.
exactly 2 sub pieces of this.
All right.
One for you. I think we ought to take a bite at
I
the exact
think
same
we
time
should,
because
too.
neither one of us have experienced this.
No, this will be our first.
This is going to be a reaction video, so hold tight. We may as well, while we're waiting, just put on the camera, right?
Yeah, I agree.
Don't you think?
Absolutely.
So here it is. There's the wrapper
I
right
like
there.
it. It's good.
It's small. It looks kind of like an oversized Kit Kat,
Yeah,
right?
it does.
So wait.
Smells good.
Oh,
No,
I thought you
I
were
wasn't
gonna
gonna
bite
eat
it.
it.
I
Oh,
was like-
no. I just wanted to smell because you said Kit Kat, and then I'm like,
Actually,
what does it smell like?
That
It smells
pretty
good.
It
Yeah.
smells pretty good.
yeah.
Justin is really good. He, as you can see, he's fit, he's healthy. So hopefully, a little bit of chocolate is
Bring
gonna
it on.
go a long ways for him. So
Yeah.
you ready?
Let's do
So
it.
do it on 3, and then this is going to be an actual reaction video.
This is the official.
The official reaction video for 2 people who have eaten. Maybe we can be Lindor give us a sponsorship.
Yeah.
Soon.
We'll get sponsored by Hungry Howie's and
A little
Lindor.
garf. What's that guy doing?
Oh, I thought you were saying cheers.
Well, cheers. I thought that was our fuel. I was like, that's our fuel. We're not going to make it very
Well-
far. Okay, you ready to do this?
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay, official reaction video. 3,
Okay.
2, 1.
Oh, that's good.
That's good. That's good chocolate.
That tastes like European.
It does. It doesn't taste like.
It's better than American chocolate.
Oh yeah. That's high quality chocolate,
That is high quality.
and it's almost got like some.
And you got it at Maverick?
Uh huh.
Wow.
Yep. I was looking for something, just that you never look for it.
Is this our fuel?
I think it's got to be our fuel. Yeah. Oh, hang on. My wife is at what was that, Deb?
Really?
We have an audience, so I guess we better put up.
All right.
Ben, I look forward to a flight with you next week. He didn't realize that on the night that he doesn't have to work. He has to just sit and watch us eat Lindor chocolates. I mean, this is what people do in the 21st century.
Yeah.
This is going to be you. This
Exactly.
could wait. This could
Yes.
be you,
Yes.
and it will be you.
be
It will be you.
It will be
Do you think Lindor chocolate should be a HeadTrip Air World Tour tradition?
Yeah, I think it just got canonized.
Hang on a second. Let me get the social feedback. Let's ask. Now, there's a little bit of a delay on here, but I want to ask. I got to figure out. Oh yeah, let's bring
This
the
is
fun
now
bus
the-
up.
one of
Let's
the
bring the
official
fun bus
snacks.
up. Ben. Oh wait, while you're doing that, let's put our fuel in.
Oh yeah.
How much do we put in? Because
I don't know.
this affects flight, by the way. I don't want to put too much in because we could just completely devastate ourselves. 65%? That's about as far as I'm comfortable going.
Okay. Well, we don't need
Because
to
if we're overloaded,
Uh-huh.
I don't know what that means, what'll happen. But there's a reason why we weren't full, so
Well,
okay. If we have an audience, if Ben and who? Jake? Colin. If Ben and Colin are on there, what was I going to ask him? I forgot what I was going to ask him.
if we were going to make this the official one of the...
Oh, do you have a preference? And I'm not trying to persuade you one way or the other. Like, this is... What? Okay. Fair enough. Debbie says, let them choose. So, Ben and Colin, at this moment in time, will choose by typing a message in the Discord Fun Bus channel what the official snack of the HeadTrip Air World Tour will be. We'll wait. Our fuels... What's that? Oh, Debbie's already trying to persuade. Let's just keep unbiased. We're waiting. I realize there's a little bit of a delay, so we clearly have time on our hands, don't we? Huh? Yeah, they can hop in and talk. Although our sound is doing weird stuff today, and it's kind of upsetting me a little bit. All right. Are you sure we have... Debbie may have lied to us. I'm not completely convinced we have passengers in this
Oh,
airline. Justin's going.
because it's 9:15, so they might have... Are they still on?
Well, I'll tell you what. let's get in the air, and we'll just leave this on. Does that work?
Yeah.
So, if they ever decide to respond to us and tell us what the official snack of the Head Trip Air World Tour is. Oh, yeah, there he is. He's right there.
Oh, nice.
We see you. We know you. We know you're there. We know you're hiding.
There's Pug Ninja.
There's Pug Ninja.
I see you.
Oh, I know. You know what? They were watching. I know what was happening. They were watching on YouTube because it's higher quality stream.
Oh, yeah.
They weren't on Discord, so he had to go hop on Discord. What did you say, Deb? Oh, they chatted on YouTube. Oh, right now I don't have the... I guess we could look at it. How do you look at the YouTube chats?
Oh, I don't know.
Mm.
Oh, there they said, yes, we're here.
Okay, they're here. Okay. Okay, so if you've heard, you two get to collaboratively choose the official sponsored snack. Well, I don't want to use this word sponsored, but it might be. It's very possible.
Yeah.
This is Ben. Okay, Ben, give it to us. What is the official snack? And of course, we don't have it tonight, but we might pick it up. Maybe when we get the pizza, we have to pick up the snack before we come back too.
I love it. Jake is
right here too.
So
all right.
You both can collaboratively decide.
Yep. You're empowered. We empower people here at HeadTrip. And we usually use all of our fuel right on the tarmac. So we might have to bring in the fuel truck again by the time we actually get off the ground. But you guys are here. We're gonna push back. Linder. Really?
That's what we had.
I don't have a problem with that because that
was good.
Really good chocolate.
Yeah, you'll need to try it when you fly.
I agree. I 100% agree. Okay, let's do it. Wait,
right.
9
oh,
something?
And peanut butter M&Ms.
And peanut butter. Absolutely.
I agree.
Okay.
Couldn't
Linder and
agree
peanut butter
more.
M&Ms, and they will always be in the cockpit from this moment forward during World Tour flights.
Yeah.
What? And Debbie says my vote's hot tamales. We're gonna have like 17 different
Hot
official snacks.
tamales.
We'll do something special with hot tamales because I know Debbie's a huge fan, and so is Colin. But
They're good.
so if we have to choose one, it's peanut butter M&Ms.
As if we have to choose one.
I wonder if. Do you think we should choose one?
Oh, they said if they have to choose one, they go with peanut butter M&Ms.
Okay.
And
Do you
I
think
can
that's
agree
fair?
with that.
It's not like we can't eat Linder, but I think we probably ought to stick with one official snack.
Yeah, peanut butter M&Ms is a good
I love
official
that.
snack.
I love that. Peanut butter
Well-
M&Ms it is.
Yeah, and I agree.
Okay. So we're going to push back. We're going to actually get in the air, and then you can continue if you choose. If you choose to accept this mission, you're welcome to continue to chat with the cockpit. That's your job as co-pilot to keep track of any incoming messages while I... What? What? Debbie says you're our official
air
ATC.
Yeah.
Official air traffic control.
Yep.
Now, I do have to actually call into air traffic control, but...
yeah, there you go.
But we all know who the real air traffic control is, okay?
We know.
Linder can be pricey. I like the pragmatism. Is that a word?
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
Salt Lake Ground HeadTrip 12 requesting pushback.
Our audio after. Oh my goodness, this is funny. Okay, we're trying, guys. I mean, we're really trying. Maybe the audio. Will you tell us if the audio is how the audio sounds on your end? Because the airport audio and the music is going through funky, weird ghost spells.
Yes.
For us. So you just let us know. Let's get that pushback though.
So it looks like our request was accepted.
Yeah, he's coming in.
So here he comes.
You're right about that. Lindor can be... Well, actually, I didn't even pay attention. I just said, give me a Lindor, and I picked one up. I don't know how much I paid for it. Maybe that was like... Maybe I need to go take out a loan to pay for that Lindor. But it was worth it. Whatever it was, it was worth it.
It was so good.
You're right about that. Oh, you know what? I didn't take off the parking brake. Okay, so that's another trick. I better take off the parking brake. So many things, right, Justin?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it's going to be fun to try this. Because I did pay attention, but yeah.
You can do it. Ben came and flew just a few nights ago, and
Nice.
he did great.
Awesome.
And it was this plane too.
Awesome.
So there is precedent for first-time flyers to.
To just
It's a pretty stable plane once you get in the air.
yeah.
I mean, as long as it's small moves and you're
Yeah.
in pretty good shape. And Ben will remember, is it push back to the right or push back to the left? And it is push back to the right.
Okay.
I automatically want to choose left, but it's push back to the right.
So just choose the right, and you're good.
Choose the right. CTR.
Your request has been transmitted to the operator.
I know what's happening.
What?
That's interesting. I think it's internet.
The internet?
The fact that we're actually, well, I could be wrong. I don't know what it is.
It could be.
Because all this streams off of internet, and if the internet is going crappy,
Then it's gonna.
then it's possible that is why we're getting this funky weird. I don't know.
Ah.
That doesn't really make sense to me, but whatever. Okay, let's stop our pushback before we do a full pirouette.
Salt Lake ground head trip 12 requesting the end of pushback.
That audio.
12 request to end pushback
After
received.
after just weeks of trying to refine this, that audio is going just bat crap crazy. All right, now let's get our. Now we can go back to clearance and get our
Okay.
actual departure. We're gonna go what? I guess we're gonna go east, right?
Yep.
I mean, we'll probably go south and east, but we're gonna call it an east departure.
Salt Lake ground head trip 12 ready to taxi east departure with Sierra.
Head trip 12 taxi to and hold short of runway tree 4 right via
Good
taxiway
luck with
hotel
your
hotel
guys'
1.
flight.
Contact tower
I
on
wish I could
119.05 when ready.
That is
journey
bedtime.
with you, but
Yep,
it's
it's bedtime.
bedtime.
Colin, that is a man who has his priorities straight.
Yep.
We still haven't worked through that yet, and we got to get in the air so that we can try to get that pizza.
Yeah.
Because I'm getting hungry, and we're getting closer and closer to closing time. In fact, we ought to probably put in an order.
Oh my.
What time is it?
It's 9:30.
Yeah.
We may not.
Of course we're going to do it. Justin? Of course we're going to do it. Let's get on the
Okay,
freaking
let's do
road.
it, let's do it.
Let's do this, man.
Let's do this.
Oh, I better make
Taxi
some
to
dollars.
and hold short runway tree 4 right via taxiway
We're just gonna have to
hotel
autopilot.
hotel
I'm just
1
gonna
head
I'm just
trip
gonna throw
12.
autopilot on it and just see what happens. Okay. Okay, we're ready to go. We're done messing around now. Now it's go time. Okay, Justin.
Yes.
Whoops, sorry. I just
Oh,
pushed.
you're good.
I
You're
don't know.
good.
I pushed something I didn't want to push. Oh, my parking brake. All right, here we go. Here we go. For heaven's sakes. There we go. Let's do it. Just throttle up.
Okay.
Okay. Now, if you want to steer the sucker, watch this. Watch my hands
Okay.
over here.
Oh, okay.
It's left twist.
Oh, it's a
Twisty
twist.
twisty. That's your rudder.
Okay.
If you look outside, you'll see what's Oh, I just turned the autopilot on. I keep doing that.
Okay.
Autopilot off. Let me show you what we're doing.
Okay.
Let's get back here. Reset the view. You see the little tail rudder, right?
Yeah,
That
yeah.
little tail rudder. That's what
That's what's
steers you.
steering it,
And
yeah.
trust me, I'm not. Oh wow.
You're about to run over the span.
Okay, brake.
Head trip 12 hold position caution other traffic.
Yep, I think we're aware of that. Can I proceed
Head
now?
trip 12 continue taxi.
There you go.
Head trip 12 hold position caution other traffic.
Wow. Look, man, we I don't have time for that guy. We got to get to. Hey, Deb, would you mind
Head trip 12 continue taxi.
Would you mind Debbie ordering the Hungry Howie's pizza? We're gonna need a little bit of help. What do you want on your pizza, Justin?
I always love Hawaiian, but I can also do just pepperoni. Is always a win.
Okay, I'm completely happy with either of those.
Yeah.
Head trip 12 please acknowledge.
And they do get mad when you just ignore them. You probably
10.
noticed
we
that,
looked
right?
It up.
Roger head trip 12.
Okay, we're gonna get on the road. Whoops, I did autopilot again. Okay, here we go, Justin. I'll try the music. I doubt it's gonna cooperate, but
Hey, that's not bad.
they close at 10. All we got to do is get in the air and get autopilot on. What?
So they may not be able to take orders right now.
That's what happens when I hate to say it, we're getting bad news from the air traffic control that we may have to make some food choice catering changes in our cockpit today. Hungry Howie's appears to be... Well, what about Pizza Hut? They're not going to stay open forever.
Oh yeah, what time do they close? Because we could probably... Do you guys have like a pizza place that's...
Yeah, it's really close. It's actually really close. Do you like Pizza Hut?
I do.
Yeah, but the logo of Pizza Hut doesn't look like Justin.
That is true.
That is important. We're a principled crew here, Debbie. Is it You know, this is getting closer and closer to looking like a Wendy's run. And that's not even true because Wendy's actually closes really
11.
early.
Oh.
This looks like it might be a McDonald's
Pre-COVID.
run. Okay, Kaysville Pizza Hut. Thank you. You know what? Let's give a shout out, Justin. Would you give us a shout out to Kaysville Pizza Hut for being
Yeah.
just
For being open.
just the stellar service you get from that group.
Yeah.
Totino's. Someone said Totino's.
Totino's.
We could run and get a
We
Totino's
could.
pizza.
I like Totino's. Totino's are good.
Justin, it's your call. Totino's?
Totino's could be good. You have to heat them up, right?
Yeah,
Like,
I mean, you know. Oh, I guess Debbie says we need toilet paper
so it's a
Look,
TP
there's only so-
Totino's.
too. What time does
TP Totino's
wait?
run?
Oh wait. What time does there we go.
Smith's is 24/7. Well, they haven't during COVID though, huh?
Yeah, they bet. Oh, I keep turning on the autopilot. Okay, here we go. Let's get a clearance. Get in the sky. Come on. Okay, finally. Here we go. Finally, all of your dreams are ready to come
Tower,
true.
Head trip 12 ready at runway tree 4 right east departure.
Head trip 12 altimeter 29er decimal 9er 1 wind tree 28 at 15. Traffic is generic on final. East departure approved. Cleared for takeoff runway tree 4 right.
Wonderful. We've got
Cleared
clearance.
for takeoff runway tree 4 right head trip 12.
Altimeter set at 2991.
Delta 67516 miles south inbound ILS runway tree
We don't
4
care what
right
that guy has to
approach.
say. We're clear,
Delta
so we don't have to
675
listen to those
Salt Lake
guys.
Tower.
291 is the. We do have wind.
Altimeter 1 wind tree
A little bit of wind.
28 at
15
Cleared ILS
miles per
runway
hour
tree
wind.
4 right approach.
I used the realistic weather from
Salt Lake
from
Tower, Delta
today's Salt Lake
247
weather
14
forecast. So
south inbound ILS runway tree 4 right approach.
okay.
Delta 2470 Salt Lake
Well,
Tower.
let's
Altimeter 29er decimal
let's close
9er,
out,
1 wind tree
set my
28 at
altimeter, and then we're gonna
15.
fly.
Cleared ILS runway tree 4 right approach.
Here's the altimeter. 299. What was that number we were looking for? 2992.
Yeah.
Okay, I think we're there. Right there. 2992.
Yep.
See, if you wanted to, if they give you another number, you got to kind of tweak it, right?
Oh yeah, there you go.
So 2992 is our number. We're
Yep.
good to go. All right. Now it's the real thing.
Let's do this.
I'm going to try to bump the tunes up a little bit here.
Okay. This is it. The world tour.
The world tour is starting right now.
World tour is starting right now.
Oh my gosh.
Delta 751 Salt
Okay.
Lake Tower. Altimeter
I think this calls for
29er, 1 wind tree
the
28
Razor
at 15.
soundtrack.
Oh
Cleared
yeah.
ILS runway tree 4 right approach.
Okay. Please don't let me forget anything. Remind me to raise my landing gear,
Okay, I will.
and that's this switch right here.
Okay.
In fact, I'll even let you do it.
Oh, you want me to do it?
No, now. Wait till we're in the air.
That Terminator is out there. It can't be bargained with. It can't be reasoned with.
Oh gosh, it's already screaming at me. What am I doing wrong? Okay,
Is this the runway?
this is it.
Okay,
This is it.
we're gonna fly.
Let me just stop. I've got to do one more final check. I got to make sure my trim, and yep, that would have been disastrous. Right there would have been a problem. Big problem. See that little dial there that moves
Yeah.
up and down?
Right.
That is basically an auto rudder. It's basically forcing this,
Right.
not rudder, your elevator. So
Right.
as you watch I do my trim, it just automatically sets it as if I would have been holding
Oh,
it.
right.
So you want that in close to the middle when you take off. And flaps I want down to 8 degrees, which is going to be, that was not what I wanted. You want it right there and there. I believe that's 8. Okay,
Right.
you ready for this?
I think so.
May heaven have mercy on our souls.
May heaven
Let's do
have
this.
mercy on us.
I probably shouldn't have gone that all the way. I should probably gone it semi.
We're gonna fly.
I just hope we actually get somewhere anytime soon. Because I'm actually getting hungry.
I know, I am too, actually.
Delta 675 number 2 for landing. Follow the aircraft on final. With 328 and 15. Caution the
We're
generic
gonna just
landing
gun it
runway
up pretty
35.
well, and just a slight pullback
Okay.
on the elevator.
Yep.
Clear to land runway
getting
349
there.
number 2 Delta 675.
Terminator is out there.
Okay,
We're in
let me
the air.
level ourselves a little bit.
It can't be reasoned with.
HeadTrip 12
We have liftoff.
needs departure.
Now they're kind of screaming at us
HeadTrip 12 leaving my airspace frequency change approved.
because I'm supposed to be acknowledging all of their ATC communications, and I can't. I can't do it. I don't know how they expect me to do this when I'm holding. Oh gosh, I just put it on. Okay, I need to stop pushing that button.
Which button?
This is the button that used to be my swap in external and internal view,
Uh-huh.
and I changed it so that it's now autopilot, and so I keep automatically
Oh, yeah.
trying to turn on autopilot, and that's not good at all. Now, Justin,
Yes.
could you lift up our
Is it this switch?
the first one on the left
Okay.
up that way?
Oh, that way? Why does it not turn that way? So which one am I?
No. Oh, not that one.
Oh.
This one. Up.
Oh,
Yep. That's it.
That is this one.
I don't know, but
I put it back to where it was.
Yeah.
I thought you said the first one on the left.
Justin's messing with the cockpit.
We're still in the air, thank goodness.
We're still okay.
Whatever that was, if it's that.
That was a little dicey. Little dicey. Are you having a good time, Justin?
I'm having a good time.
I'm having a good time. I'm looking forward to some autopilot and some pizza.
Me too. But we are flying over Salt Lake.
Yep. So if we take a quick look down here, I'll try to. There's Salt Lake. Where's it? There's the airport. So yep, North Salt Lake. There's the refineries right there.
Yeah.
There's I-15.
And we're going east, huh?
We're going east, southeast, I guess, right?
Yeah, it looks like it.
We're going to be too high to get a really good. Now the downside to this, Justin, is we're going to be flying at higher elevations in this aircraft, so we won't be doing those low sweep. I mean, we could.
Yeah.
We could.
I mean,
I'm
I'm down for whatever.
We'll see. We could try to do a sweep by a city at Mach whatever. Okay, I need to pull flaps up. So here's a few things I'll tell you, Justin, about. Can you hear me, by the way?
Yeah, I can still
Okay,
hear
you can hear me. Okay.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
I jacked that music up, and like you said, the most important thing to do is jack the music. You got to bring the headphones, right?
That's absolutely right.
So here's the deal: when you're flying this thing, it really isn't terribly complicated to fly it if you're just cautious with your moves. Right? There's not a whole lot to it, but what you really have to pay attention to is your nose.
Oh, yeah.
All the dials on the screen. Here, we're gonna do this. We're gonna bring music down.
Okay.
Because now we're back to funky, weird music. We'll eventually figure out what that is. But, so, a couple things. While we're in the air, I'm going to show you a few controls, okay?
Okay.
This is your flaps, right?
Okay.
So, if you roll it away from you, that's going to make that little notch on that flaps thing move to the top, but that means that your nose is going to go down.
Okay.
Right? So if you do this, watch what the plane does.
Oh, no, it's going up.
Yeah, it is going up. What's going on? What do I know? I think I know why. It'll eventually settle out because your speed goes up, right? Watch the speed increase.
Oh, yeah.
So when you pull the flaps back, a couple of things happen. It lifts the plane, and it also drags the plane, right? So one thing you'll have to pay attention to is when you're coming down in elevation, in an altitude. Oh, I better acknowledge her real quick, or else she'll just completely send me to jail.
Salt Lake Tower HeadTrip 12 frequency change.
Yeah, our audio is completely... Well, actually, our audio is perfect, isn't it?
It's perfect.
It's exactly the way it should be.
It's what we need for the inaugural flight.
And I'm hoping Arbuses end up like that on the recording, too.
They might.
We wouldn't have it any other way.
Yep.
Okay, so as I was getting back to my little tutorial here, speed, your airspeed over on the left, right?
Okay.
Easy, speedometer. You don't want to get yourself in the yellow. It's going too fast.
Okay.
I mean, you can get there without stressing the airplane but not for too long. If you're in the red, you're done. Like it's
over.
Your airplane's gonna fall apart.
Okay.
All right. Coming back over, you talked about the fuel. That's fuel. We could ignore that. Let's come back over to the right. Your flap position. So right now our flaps are level. Pretty much, potentially level flight once you have things trimmed out properly. So watch, the trim is going to be critical here. So right now if I move this counterclockwise, the nose goes down. If I move it clockwise I always say towards myself, the nose goes up. So watch this. And you can watch the little dial over there.
Oh, yeah.
And there, your nose starts coming down, right?
Yep.
So that's one way to kind of change the attitude of your plane. Problem is when your nose goes down, guess what else happens? Over on the left-hand side, your speed goes up. You gotta watch that.
Oh, yeah.
Because if your speed gets too fast, you're gonna overspeed and you're gonna fall apart.
Gotcha.
So you want to, it's a combination of your trim, right? Which effectively is saying is combination of this elevator up and down. It's just easier with trim because you don't have to hold it, right? Your hand gets really tired. So I'm going to actually bring this down. Right now we're at, what's our elevation? Are we at 21,000?
feet.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think we're going to get up about 30,000 feet. One thing you're going to learn about planes is the higher you go in the sky, the more fuel efficient you are because the less air you have to drag yourself through.
Ah, yes.
And since fuel is an issue for us while we make our little Totinos run, or whatever we decided to do,
Right.
So we'll get up to about 30,000 feet. We'll try to set our autopilot up there if we can figure out how to do that.
Uh-huh.
So that's pretty easy, the altimeter, right?
Right.
The one next to that is your vertical speed.
Yes.
Okay, that tells you how fast you're moving up and down. So, if that thing's jacked all the way, that means your you know, it really correlates to how fast that dial is spinning.
Okay.
And if you get it all the way down to 0, that means you're at level flight. Okay? So one way to deal with that is you've got your trim, but you've also got your throttle. It's not like a car where you always just want to always gun it, right? You're not going to always be gunning it all the time. You
Right.
can, if you decrease the throttle, your nose is going to come down,
Right.
right? And it's a big plane, so it takes a minute to kind of adjust. And now see what we're doing?
Yep.
So you've got the throttle to work with, you've got your trim, your elevator to work with, and your flaps, and your speed. You can balance all those.
Yeah.
It's pretty much, there's nothing much to it until you get to landing, and then there's a lot to it. I mean, it's not even a lot to it. It's just coming at it at the right angle. It's, you know, and all that stuff. So
Yeah.
should we try to get autopilot
Yeah.
and get out of here for a moment and go AFK?
Yeah.
All right, so how do we do that? This gets a little dicey in here because I just can't see my instruments nearly as well as I want to. But I think this is easy as... This could potentially be scary. I mean, just... I know what's up here. Hang on a second. Let's just see what's happening. We're still climbing. Our speed's okay. And we're going to turn the... couple things you can fix with your autopilot. Your speed, your heading. Now our heading right now is what? We are at that was autopilot. I'm going to turn it back off for a minute. Keep pushing that button. We're at 182, so I'm gonna set it at 182 for now, and then we can adjust it slowly. So let's move this sucker 182, and I don't know where it shows up. I don't know where the autopilot shows up. Let's see.
Delta 707, follow the aircraft on final. Wind 098.
Oh, you know what? If we just push that in button in like that, it'll set the heading to what we're currently traveling.
Oh,
So
wow.
now let's go autopilot on, which is got to be maybe that. Yep, it's that one. And that should keep us at a correct heading, I believe. Turn the flight director on. I think. Whoops. There we go. That's autopilot. That's autopilot, right? Is there- can you see an AP? Does it say AP anywhere in here? Look to see if you can see an AP.
Wind 098 at 12. Caution the generic landing runway tree 5.
That's usually the way I know I've turned something on.
Delta 707, go around.
I can't see anything AP.
I don't know.
Okay, we'll just trust we're on autopilot. We'll know
Delta 707,
when we get up to
contact Salt Lake approach on 124.9er.
our altitude. And we're going to click that. And we're going to turn it on. So we're going to turn heading on. And we're going to turn altitude on. And hopefully that's working. Should we find out? Right?
How will we know?
Well, we're,
Delta
we're,
1264 Salt Lake Tower.
we just did a big loop apparently because there's Utah Lake. Wait, or what lake is that? Is that Utah Lake? That's got to be Utah
Oh,
Lake.
so
Let's see where we're at.
how can we tell?
I think we're almost ready, Deb. We're very, very close. I'm just going to pull up my map and see where the crap we are. Nice job, fellas. Enjoy the Totino's Pugmire's out. Thanks for joining us, Pugs.
Yeah, that was fun.
It's fun.
Peanut M&M's or peanut butter M&M's.
Peanut butter M&M's is the official snack of a Head Trip Air World Tour. And we don't know where we're at right now, but yeah, Utah Lake. And we're going the wrong way. We're kind of going west, so we need to flip it. But now that we're on autopilot, I think we're on autopilot. Let's just turn our heading and we'll be good to go.
Okay.
We'll know if it worked because Because
Because
the wonderful things he does. Gosh, this is, maybe it's down here. Like if I let's just see if this thing turns the plane. That's all we got to know. Did that turn anything? It did, right?
I think so, yeah. So wait, are we putting it on autopilot to go to Austin?
Yeah, that's the idea. But I think we're heading in the wrong direction at the moment. See, we're heading back to the airport, so we need to turn the sucker around. All I need to do is see where my autopilot heading.
Yeah.
All I need to do is just see like where we're telling the plane to go, and I don't remember the screen to get there. Well, I don't not remember it. I never learned it. All right. But we're staying up, right?
We are staying up.
So-
that much is true. I don't know.
I don't know which
Don't know
direction
where we're
going.
but we are up in the air.
Because yeah, because
Yeah.
it's turning. It's
Yeah.
turning.
So
Like,
I
it's-
think
it's going somewhere.
I trust it.
Like once it settles out, like once
Yeah.
we see the right here, this little reading,
Yeah.
right, settle out, we'll know that's where we told it to go.
Okay.
And it's probably just sitting right in front of us. For some reason, I just
Yeah.
can't tell where our autopilot. We could do a Google search, you know.
We could.
We
if you
are
want.
turning around to go the right direction though. Like
Yeah.
if it'll like settle out, then we're golden.
Okay. If it doesn't, we'll be going in loops.
And that's not a bad thing,
Yeah.
right? I mean, it is a bad thing from an efficiency standpoint, but
Right.
at least we won't be dead when we come
That's
back.
right. We just might land back at the Salt Lake International Airport is all.
We might.
We might.
And if that wouldn't be the worst thing in the world.
No, it wouldn't.
Are we still?
Because
are
then
we
you
still
could have the
looping?
maiden voyage again.
Again.
You
all
could
over. With peanut with
with
peanut butter
M&Ms.
M&Ms. Okay, it's got to be leveling out
Delta
soon.
1264 wind 060 and
Oh,
5.
look at that! It looks like it
Clear to
is.
Is
land
it?
runway tree 4
Doesn't
right.
it look like it to you? I can't tell.
I can't see it still, or we're,
Oh,
we're still
oh,
banged.
yeah.
We're still banked against the horizon. So
You know what I think we're doing is we're just going like
I hope we're not just looping.
I don't know.
Salt Lake Tower, Yukon 571116 miles south inbound ILS
I think we
runway
might
But my
tree 4
heading's
right
on and my
approach.
altitude's on.
Yukon 5711
So
Salt
you
Lake
go,
Tower.
you know what I'm saying?
Altimeter 29er
Yeah.
decimal 9er
And if I just push altitude, bam.
060 and 5.
That's the way I want to
Cleared
go.
ILS
Okay.
runway
And my
tree 4
heading,
right approach.
bam, bam. That's the way I want to go.
Cleared ILS runway tree 4
Haha.
right approach.
Is it
Yukon
leveling?
5711.
I thought it was. Is it?
See, it confused me before too because it looked like it
It
was.
looks like it was living.
And then
What happens if I just turn off the autopilot engage? Let me push the button and see.
what if we just put autopilot?
Maybe autopilot wasn't on after all. Maybe I thought it was on. Where's the light on this one? That's
Yeah.
what I want to know. Where's the freaking light? Should we run?
Yeah,
Should we run?
I think let's
Literally
run.
running, not knowing.
Not knowing if the plane is gonna.
I mean, if we crash, we don't have. I mean, we're right there.
Yeah, I think we could run.
Okay, guys. We are kind of in a fairly stable. Like, our altitude is staying good. Like, I'm comfortable with what is happening with our altitude. Right?
Yeah,
What we're not comfortable with is
we're
you-
going
you-
towards Spanish Fork. Oh, see, I can see better on this. We're like flying south.
Oops.
We're at Provo.
Yeah, we may not never get out of Utah Valley,
Yeah,
which is realistic too, right? For those
right.
who have frequented. I mean, it looks like we're stable.
yeah. So
It just doesn't look like we're going anywhere important.
right.
And I realize I probably should have learned how to use the autopilot. But what we're going to do is we got enough fuel. We can handle the fuel. I'm going to bring my phone
Right.
with us.
Okay.
I'm going to bring my phone with us, and we're just
Okay.
going to see what happens. And we're going to run get some Totino's pizzas.
Yep.
And what else? We're getting some peanut M&Ms.
Right. Peanut butter M&M.
Peanut butter M&Ms. Peanut butter M&Ms.
Yeah.
And we're going to be as fast as we can. So
Okay.
we're going to put some music on that will probably turn your ears red because of the technical difficulties we have. But at times it comes through better.
Yeah. Sounds good right now.
Sounds good right now. So, we'll just pop that on. And we're going to go AFK. And we will see you back here shortly. And hopefully our plane will still be in the air.
Autopilot AFK.
Autopilot AFK. Checking out to Totino's Pizza, BRB.
Yukon 5711 wind 059er at 5. Cleared to land runway 34 right.
welcome back. I should say welcome us back. That didn't quite pan out the way we were hoping, did it?
It did not.
No, actually, it panned out exactly as we were hoping.
Exactly.
Because, as you can see,
We have our Totino.
and I'll be honest, can I just say something right now? I was excited for Hungry Howie's, and Hungry Howie's still is the best pizza in Utah, but I'm going to tell you, we were just misguided at the end of the day. Fate would not allow us to avoid what we really needed. There's those things you want in life, and there's things that you need in life.
I couldn't agree more.
Totino's Party Pizza, although I was a little pissed once they went to, I think most people were pissed when they went from the round pizzas to the square pizzas.
Yep.
But we've kind of come around, right?
Well, here we are. We've got one.
Justin, would you also show what else is on your lap there?
Yes, we have the official snack of the World Tour, peanut butter M&Ms.
Peanut butter M&Ms, and we went big and went go home. You know, we couldn't find them, and Debbie was like, they don't have them, and I was like, they do have them. They're just in family size, and so we bought the family size.
We bought the family size.
That'll last several legs.
Yes, this should service many trips.
And then of course, where's mine?
Did your ginger ale make it?
Oh my gosh, there it is right there.
Oh, perfect.
Now what we decided to do is oh, there it is.
There goes the music.
There goes the music. It's
Yep.
like Ghost in the Machine.
Yep.
We were going to do a ginger ale tasting, blind taste contest. We're going to have to save that for another time because, first of all, finding a Seagram's, finding a Schweppes around, this area is just like pulling teeth. So
Yep.
all I really had was Canada Dry and some ginger beer. But we're just going to enjoy probably burn the roof of our mouths.
That's the plan.
You can actually look online, Justin, did you know? And there's articles about people burning their mouths on a Totino's pizza. I love that.
That audio. Oh,
Let's just
man.
enjoy our pizza to that audio.
Okay, let's do it.
I'm not complaining. Are you complaining?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
Let's burn the roofs of our mouths to this audio.
We like our Totino's pizza just a little bit on the crusty side, right?
Yeah,
Like almost burned on the bottom,
exactly.
My dog is sitting here and she's just staring at us with just I'm starting to wonder, Justin, if I should ever fix that.
Please don't.
It's another one of those things that is just meant to be, right? There's certain things in life that we complain about. We complain that, what do we complain about?
We complain about a lot of things.
A lot of things.
Yeah.
Things don't go the way we want to at work.
Right.
Things don't go the way we want to at school, at home.
Right.
You know what? I mean, Hungry Howie's says they're open till wee hours of the night, and next thing you know,
They close at 10 p.m.
they close at 10 p.m. Well, which is actually wee hours of the night, I guess. I don't know why Hungry Howie's isn't 24 hours.
I don't either. It is very good.
Dollar pizza, right? Isn't it $1? Pretty close, but maybe $1.30.
Yeah. I mean, it's just perfect. This is toasted to absolute perfection.
It is. This will be a memorable
Uh-huh.
moment. I can tell. Look at Lyra. Don't you think it's a memorable moment for her?
Very memorable.
There you go. That's a little bit. That's a little bit like the Twilight Zone.
Yeah.
Who are all these people making this music? I mean, it's, kind of fun stuff. So, oh, go ahead, Justin.
what we're doing right now, the audio, visual, tasting experience, I wouldn't want to be anywhere else right now.
Nowhere else.
Nowhere else.
The secret to happiness is just make a big deal about
Yep.
right? I mean, you know what I'm saying. I don't need to finish my sentence.
Don't finish your sentence. Because I get exactly what
You get exactly what I'm saying.
Uh-huh.
And, you know, a little bit of synthwave music here and there, again, is not going to hurt anybody.
No. In fact, anybody who watched this full episode during the AFK autopilot and listened to these vibes, their life's better for it.
It is better for it. And I will tell you this. The first person that reaches out to HeadTrip Air, you can reach us at headtripentertainment@gmail.com. First person to certify from a notary public that they signed an attestation statement that they watched the entire episode. So you have to sign a certification statement that you watched the entire episode, and you have to get it notarized. First person who does that, what are we going to give them?
I think we give them 3 bags of the official snack, the peanut butter M&Ms, and a 2-liter of ginger ale.
You heard it here first.
Yep.
2 liter of Canada Dry.
Mm-hmm.
And
3 bags of the official snack.
family size?
Yeah.
Family size.
I mean, it is. They did pay a price, so it's probably worth.
That might cost that. Yeah, because it probably costs you a little bit to get a notary.
Yeah, exactly.
Unless you have a friend. Huh. Unless.
Are you okay?
Oh, I've never been better. Unless you have a friend who's a notary.
Mm-hmm.
So, but that'll probably pay for the. You know what I'm saying? It's a wash. The cost of those is about a wash with the notary. So, just think about that as an early Halloween candy. You know. Wow.
Yep.
It's like a juice harp, isn't it?
It is. It's like a scent juice.
Juice harp. Anyways, offers on the table. First one to take it. The first email that comes in to headtripentertainment@gmail.com with that notary.
Yeah.
Now don't defraud us. Don't defraud us.
Yeah.
We want a legitimate notary.
Yep.
But it's worth it. 2 liter Canada. I mean, that thing was probably what, like $6 maybe for those M&Ms.
I think it was.
You're talking about like a $20 value, retail value, MSRP $20.
I mean, if you think about it, your hourly rate's pretty good because this episode's like 2.5, 3 hours. So it's not too bad.
It's not too bad.
It's about minimum wage.
You know you've spent money on worse.
Exactly.
You won't regret that. You won't regret it.
Nope.
We'll probably even have to pay shipping if you're not, close by.
I really hope that somebody actually does that.
I do too. There's already, there was already an offer from one of our pre-season episodes, but that was one of the episodes that got deleted, unfortunately. And Unboxing Weird Things made an offer of a bag of fortune cookies for the first person to. I forgot what they had to do. Now I've lost track of it. But unfortunately, that kind of went into the archives of eternity.
Okay.
So this is the official first offer. Sponsored by Justin's dental practice.
That's right. Because I'll be the one shelling it out.
Well,
And I'm fine to do that.
no.
I honestly would do that.
It's a 50-50 joint venture.
Yeah.
Now we've got two dogs. Two dogs just staring at us right here at our feet. I'm going back and forth. Okay, Justin's on his last piece. I'm on my last piece, and then we're gonna take a quick flight, just a quick flight around Salt Lake City in a smaller craft. Let Justin kind of wet his feet a little bit, and we'll call it a night. So we didn't make it past Salt Lake City tonight, but that's okay.
That is okay.
We've learned. We're better people for it, and we're armed with the knowledge that we need to move forward.
Yeah. And we will make it to Austin, Texas, or wherever we end up going on the next time. Because there may be somebody else that wants to do the world tour, and it may take you somewhere else. And I'll just join and pick up where you left off.
Hypothetically.
Yeah.
By the way, if you want to join the Discord server, go ahead and check out the address on the bottom of the screen. And feel free to pop in, say hi, join a wonderful, thriving community of about 6 people. And as long as you play nice. And yeah, that's about it. It's about the only rule.
Great place to be.
Great place to be. And you can hop on the fun bus, and you can guide the destiny of the HeadTrip Air World Tour, just like the Pugs did tonight.
They did.
Right? They officially chose the token or the official snack of HeadTrip Air World Tour. Those will always be near and dear to the cockpit, and we invite you to come shape the tour as well. If you want to know the definition of faith, you ought to look in these dogs' eyes right now. They're just, oh wait.
Oh.
She's proactive now.
Yep.
Because they look and they never give up hope. Never give up hope that something good is coming their way. And I'll be honest. I think I'm going to reward them.
Oh, nice.
Justin's not.
I just finished my Totino's pizza, and now I'm going to crack open the official snack for the first time. We're going to try the official snack while in the cockpit, but I'll wait till you're finished. But oh yeah, you're going to reward. These dogs really did sit there and watch us eat the whole thing.
They did. Now it's only just, but the crust is almost the best part. So this is not, these are not table scraps. Which one's going to come first? Watch this.
To this beat, it's pretty incredible. Oh. They're like dancing to the beat.
Oh, yes, they are. There you go, girls.
Aww.
Which one got it? Loki. That doesn't surprise me. What happened to our music?
It changed.
Okay. I told you. Yeah, absolutely.
Do you want some of the official snack?
Yeah.
And are you going to have some of your ginger ale as well?
I haven't even cracked my ginger ale.
I haven't either.
We were having a conversation. When people go on planes and they bring around, flight service, ginger ale just spikes in popularity, and we're not sure why. Maybe it's calming.
That could be. It's like you drink ginger ale and you feel like you're going to be safe.
Right. You know what? Which, speaking of, let's just move more to a calm ginger ale.
Oh, this is very appropriate ginger ale drinking music. Oh, hold on.
Should we have a toast?
Let's have a toast. Oh, there we go.
Canada Dry. Once again. Oh, there we go. There it is.
Once again.
Those are Windows drivers that are just really, really struggling. Really struggling. But we can live with it.
Yeah.
I'd like to make a toast to the first leg, very first flight, maiden flight of the HeadTrip Air World Tour. Thank you for being here. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for not joining us.
Yep.
Thank you for caring or not caring. Thank you for getting your signature notarized for a bag of M&Ms. You're at home at HeadTrip Air.
I'll drink to that.
I'll drink to that.
That hits the spot.
It's a spot, man.
Yeah, it does.
Is that burning the back of your throat?
Yeah, it's burning the back of my throat.
I froze it. So I put it in the freezer because I needed to get it cold real fast, and I just left it in a little too long, so it's cold.
It's
That
good.
ginger ale just hits the back of your throat like a fiery arrow.
Yeah, like a fiery arrow. I'll drink to that.
All right.
Ooh.
So, lest you think that we'll never do anything of value or productive ever again, I did make a promise to Justin.
Yes.
I made two promises to Justin. One, I'm going to let him just quickly for a few minutes take a calm little relaxed flight over Salt Lake City, and let's bring our music to a halt. There we go.
Ah, there we go.
So I'm going to let Justin put into practice everything that he's learned in these last precious hours.
Mm-hmm.
Let him take a little flight around Salt Lake City. And then I also am doing a little bit of music missionary work on Justin tonight because my wife and I are going to go see a concert here next month. An artist that I really like. Not very popular, but I think she's great. Flurry. So by the way, Flurry, if you want to get your name notarized,
Yeah.
M&Ms are yours,
Yep.
right?
Mm-hmm.
And Canada Dry, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
And Flurry's from I don't know where she's from. I think she's from Midwest or something like that. I could be wrong. But I thought, we'll give Justin a chance to listen to some of the music, and I think he's tinkering with maybe joining us for the concert.
Yep.
So she's only an opening act, by the way. So, I mean, it's not...
That's okay.
Yeah. I
All
mean,
right. I'll go for
a
that.
shorter set list, but
Yeah.
it's exposure. So, why don't we do this?
Okay.
Let's restart. No, we can't restart. We got to go back to our main
Oh, yeah.
menu for a quick moment. Get yourself a better plane,
Got
and
it.
we'll go from there. Okay.
Ooh.
Right?
Yeah, it's great. Ooh.
I mean, oh, welcome to Utah, guys.
Welcome to Utah.
This is the extreme. These are the extremes that Utahns,
Yep.
people are going like, who are these freaks?
Drinking ginger ale.
Well, that's what we do.
That's what we do.
I mean, and why not, right?
Why not?
Let's get you. Well, you know what? I'm gonna let you choose. Let me show you some options.
Okay.
We're gonna get you down to a little propeller.
Okay.
Geez, I can't see that camera on, but in fact, we don't need the camera on anymore.
No, that's true.
Let's just turn it off so we can actually see our screen. Shall we? Okay, so here's your options.
Okay.
You can go from just flat out lawnmower, right? I mean, pretty much like a tin can with wings,
Excuse me. Yeah.
That would be down here, like to take, where is it? This little bad boy, this top rudder aircraft.
Oh, wow.
It's literally, I mean, it's just a little ultra glide or whatever they call those. Ultralight, or I don't know what they call them, but you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So you got that. Basically, you can take off and land on a dime. But if you want to like just kind of the experience of just flying a plane, but fairly simple, we can go back to the tried and true. These are the planes that typically are used for training new pilots.
Okay.
So we're looking at like the Cessna 172. The Cessna 172. And that's kind of fun. That's probably going to be a little more, I think that's probably a little funner than just going with just a tiny little.
I'm down for the Cessna 172.
You want to do it? I think you'll find, I'll guide you through
the
process, and I think you'll find.
Okay.
I won't make you do it at night. What time of day do you want?
Because
you get to choose. Let's. Oh, by the way, I guess we don't have to do Salt Lake City. If you want to choose another spot, we can do that as well.
Oh boy.
Should we find out where Fleury is from?
Yeah.
And do her hometown?
Let's do that.
Let's do it.
Because I want to be cultured before the concert.
Oh, that brings back memories right there, doesn't it?
It does. But you know what? Still not disappointed with
not.
the Totinos. But yes.
Right.
Hungry Howie's.
Next time
for sure.
Okay. Fleurie. It's a French word. There's Fleury. French word for like, dang it. That's not going to tell us. We need a Wikipedia. Where's the wiki? You know how this works, guys. This is what we call. Oh, there we go, right there.
There she is.
1990, Nashville, Tennessee. That'll be fun.
Oh
actually.
yeah, let's do that.
Oh, she's from Nashville? I thought she went to Nashville. But you know what? I think Nashville is where we should go. Early life was Detroit. That's what it was. That's what it was. Detroit.
Let's go to Nashville, though.
I think we should do Nashville.
I agree. I've always wanted to go to Nashville, so now I can see it.
Fair enough. So there we go. Let's come back to our cockpit. And let's go to Nashville, Tennessee.
Yes, let's do it.
I've never flown in Nashville.
You haven't?
Mm-mm.
Oh, then this will be a new experience for both of us.
No, sir.
Have you been to Nashville in real life?
No, and I want to go.
Oh, me too.
I have a coworker,
Uh-huh.
or just recent coworker, previous coworker. She just went close to Nashville. Maybe it's more closer to Knoxville. I can't remember. Out kind of by Pigeon Forge. You know, kind of by the Smoky Mountains.
Oh,
and
yeah.
She's loving it out there.
Oh,
I think
nice.
she's out there right now.
Oh, sweet.
Give a shout out to Lori.
Oh, you want me to give
Yes,
a
I do.
shout out? Shout out to Lori
for
moving and trying out somewhere new.
Well, no, she didn't move.
Oh,
she's
she
just on
went to
vacation. I mean, maybe she moved. She might be. Maybe she just decided to stay.
After she goes there, she's just gonna stay.
It's very possible.
I think I might have been prophetic in that shout out.
You might have. Shout out to Lori. This is for you, Lori. Although you're not in Nashville, I know you're somewhere closer to the Smokies. Because Nashville's probably flatter. The Smokies are over here, like Knoxville and stuff.
Gotcha.
But you know what? We're gonna do Nashville. Wait a minute. That doesn't make sense. Look, Nashville.
And the airport's way up here.
Unless, yeah.
That doesn't even look like the airport's in Nashville.
Well, what's this one?
Oh, there's the Nashville International.
Well, where's just Nashville?
Like
town of Nashville?
Yeah.
Where
is it?
Let's look. Oh yeah. It's like St. Louis. We want this Nashville. I'm luckily we.
Oh, it's a good thing we checked.
Yeah.
There must be a Nashville in.
You can follow the river if you want. We can go towards the Smoky Mountains. Whatever you want to do. Let's go to zoom to details. You got to pick out your parking spot. Where do you want to start? You want to start in general aviation, like a smaller spot, or you want to go over where the big boys are?
Oh, maybe a smaller spot.
Just like a little parking lot, kind of where the small planes are. Over here in general. Probably. I don't know if that's general. Let me see if I can find general. General's probably over here. Yep.
Oh, yeah, there we are.
Let's just pick that spot right there.
Love it.
We won't set a destination because we're going to just leave it up to you what you want to do. What do you want for your weather conditions? Clear skies.
Ooh.
We can give you a few clouds, scattered clouds, broken clouds,
Maybe-
higher level clouds, overcast storm, rain, snow, big time storm, Oregon
All right.
rain. I called it. That's my custom Oregon
That's
rain.
your custom Oregon
Yeah.
rain. Do you like flying in your custom
I
Oregon?
do. I usually use that for my taxi talk.
Oh,
'Cause
okay.
it's just kind of calm and therapeutic. You know what I'm saying?
Well, for first-time flyers, should I do something kind of easy?
Yeah, get some clouds though.
Okay, let's do clouds.
You know, like you could do fewer, scattered or broken.
Let's do scattered clouds.
Scattered.
Yep.
Scattered clouds. 16th. We'll stay on the 16th.
Yep. That's
And
today.
That's today.
Wow.
And what time of day you want to fly? You want to fly morning, afternoon, evening, sunset?
Let's do afternoon.
Afternoon. So maybe when the sun's starting to go down.
Yeah,
maybe
that'd be
17.
that would be cool.
Not really. Yeah, you'll have plenty of time. It'll be safe.
Okay,
Okay. Let's load her up.
it's time to fly.
Okay. Now while we do that, I'm going to load us up some flurry and
Good.
cross our fingers that
That
it all works out.
yes.
You know. And
Yep.
see if we can earn flurry a little bit of royalties on all the just tons of ads that are going to be coming.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, it's all all the viewers, right?
Mm-hmm.
All the viewers. We may as well listen to her most recent stuff. What do you say?
Mm-hmm.
I gotta say, this Portals album is we'll do Portals, and I think
Okay.
it is actually her most recent album. It's
Yeah.
fantastic. I'm actually just a recent fan.
How did you find her again?
I don't know, just Spotify. You know, like it's like my playlist, and you just
Right.
it just keeps playing new stuff, and you're like, oh, I like that, and I like that, and I don't even pay attention, honestly, almost to the artist until you go, oh yeah, and then you realize, oh my gosh, like 5 of the songs that I really like happen to be from this artist, and I'm like,
Right.
now I'm gonna go in, and I'm gonna find out what other music is out there. And
Nice.
that's the beauty of Spotify, right?
Absolutely.
It's the beauty of YouTube, frankly, to be
Yeah.
honest with you. I mean, it's just how people do music nowadays.
It is.
It used to be you mow a lawn on Saturday, get $10 in cold hard cash from the neighborhood lady,
Right.
and immediately get your mom to take you to Musicland or Sam Goody at the Layton Hills Mall,
Mm-hmm.
and you just start scanning through all the cassettes. Back then, it was the heavy metal, glam metal
Oh, yeah.
thing, you know,
Absolutely.
and you just take a chance, you know. You don't get to listen to it.
Yeah.
You just got to roll the dice. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, but
Yep.
that's how I develop my musical tastes, and I don't even listen to that stuff anymore. And I don't even mow lawns anymore, hardly.
Yeah.
Okay, should I shut up? Justin, you're my co-pilot. You're supposed to keep me
Okay.
in line.
Let's do this.
Okay, so let's
We're gonna turn on Flurry.
start that for a moment. There we go, and we're gonna let it go in its natural order.
Good.
And well, hopefully, you know, with this music, you just kind of hope that we
Yeah.
can keep the. Well, you're gonna be flying, so I can keep the sound moving. Okay,
Yeah.
Justin, it's time to move the
Okay.
controls. Now
All
there we are.
There we are.
There we are on the iPad.
Mm-hmm.
This is gonna be like a record long. I think this is gonna be a record long
Episode.
episode. This will do me in. This will do everyone in. They're like, nope, no more, never again, never
Or they'll
again.
say,
Or
"Give
they'll-
me more."
Or they'll say, this is just
Like,
been the
not
most.
long enough.
This has been the most wonderful thing that I've ever. Yeah. Okay, you take that, Justin.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Now you'll want the joystick on the right, throttle on the
okay.
left. I mean, are you left-handed?
I'm left-handed, but does it matter?
I don't know. I mean, as long as you can reach all the buttons, I
I
guess it
think
doesn't
I
matter.
can reach the buttons.
Okay, it's up to you. Yeah.
This is good.
Yeah. If you're-
okay.
Honestly, whatever. I think it's a right-handed, joystick, but it's up
Yeah.
to you.
This is fine.
Okay, so what you want to do first of all is pull that throttle all the way back so that
Okay.
it's idle, and then see this little knob right here.
Yes.
The key is, as you move it around, you'll see a little notch in the middle. That's your trim. You'll want to set it in that middle notch so that your trim is set.
Okay.
let's come back here. Let's start you up. That's pretty. That's pretty.
Yeah, it is.
Pretty Nashville.
Beautiful Nashville.
Beautiful Nashville. Okay, so there's going to be a lot of things to pay attention to. Your trim is looking fantastic right now. Okay,
Oh,
right,
good.
right where you want it. Your flaps, you're fine for now.
Okay.
Let's move into an internal view.
Okay. Oh, how do I do that again?
It's this button right there.
Oh.
Okay. And oh yeah, you notice that?
Yeah.
It's when we move between
Yeah.
scenes.
Then the music.
That's
yeah.
interesting.
Interesting.
That is interesting. I'll have to do some research on that.
Yeah.
I don't know what's happening there, but that's what's happening.
Excuse me.
Okay, so go back to external view and see if it fixes it. No, it just kind of kicks that in. But
Yeah.
who knows? Okay, go back in. Now try moving around your. I'll pause this for a moment. I'll pause that until I can get to a point where I can actually. I mean, we can slaughter, synthwave, but we don't want to slaughter.
Blurry.
Yeah, you don't want to
Yeah.
slaughter
No.
flurry.
No.
That's the last thing we want to do.
Okay.
So, just play around with the little camera view for a moment.
Oh, how do I do
that
that
little
again?
joystick down there. That bad boy right there.
Oh, this one. Okay.
Mm-hmm. So you can kind of look around inside. Go to the external view. You'll be able to look around on the outside. Yep, do the same
Ah.
thing. It's kind of
Beautiful
how it works.
Nashville.
Beautiful Nashville. Yep. All right. So, now there are other move around, controls like this will move you forward
Oh,
and back,
yeah.
left
Okay.
and right. This one right next to it will move you height-wise up and down in the
Oh,
cockpit.
okay. Got
And
it.
then this one left and right is like zooms. Zoom
Oh,
in,
okay.
zoom out. Okay.
Got it.
So these two just kind of move you around your views. These are all views.
Okay.
Whereas this one is quick views. So if you want to look quickly to the out your left window, just click it to the left, and then click it to the left again to go back, and then out the right, and the right again to go back. Oops, there you go, and up and back, and
Okay.
backwards and
Oh,
back. Okay, that's what
interesting.
that is. So these are
Okay.
all views, and if you ever get lost and you get messed up, that blue button is your saving grace, right?
Reset.
Wherever you're at, that's your reset. So reset and internal, external views.
Ah,
Does that make sense?
got it. Ooh.
Right.
Okay.
And you kind of used to it. And I can kind of help you too with the mouse. I can kind of,
Oh.
help
yeah.
you move. So you don't have to worry about that as much. It's just being aware of it.
Okay.
Now, try twisting the joystick to the left.
This one?
Yep. Yeah. No, when I say twist it, I mean
Oh.
literally the whole joystick,
Oh.
right? That's your, go to your external view.
Oh, external view.
Let's come down by your rudder.
Oh,
or your,
okay.
yep. Okay, right there.
Mm-hmm.
Left and right.
Now what do I do? Oh.
Oh, whoops. That's your,
Oops, I did that.
yep, exactly. Now you know. Now you feel the pain, right?
Yes, I do.
So do your twist.
Like, you're saying literally twist this?
Yep, literally twist.
Oh, like that for my rudder?
Mm-hmm. That's your rudder.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
that's how you literally turn. Number one, on the ground when you're taxiing, that's how you're going to turn. That's your
Oh,
steering
okay.
wheel. That's
Got
your
it.
steering wheel. Okay.
Got it.
When you're in the air, that's the way you turn too. But you just use it,
Oh,
conservatively, and just you don't have to, jack it too much.
right.
You can also turn obviously with your ailerons, right? Like kind of banking left and right.
Right.
So that'll turn you. So just pull your
Okay.
pull your right. Oh wait, hang on a second. Let
Pull
me
the...
your the joystick to the left and right.
Like this?
Yep.
Oh,
See?
yeah.
That's your ailerons, and that's how you
Right.
bank, right? So you can turn that way too.
Okay. But you can also turn this way.
Yeah.
Ah.
That literally turns like level turn, your play, where the other one kind of banks you, and then you eventually kind of just. So I don't know what I'll be honest, I have no idea how to fly planes. So, I don't know what you're supposed to do. I just know
Right.
what happens when you use them.
Right.
One day I'll learn how to actually fly a plane once I, get, I don't know, whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's that. And then up and down.
Like this?
Yep, that's your elevator,
Ah.
right? That's going to literally just tilt your tail, and there consequently is going to tilt your nose, right?
Right.
Up and down. That's going to gain. And your trim. Try your trim.
How's that again?
You remember your trim? That little wheel?
Oh, this one.
Move it all the way to the left. See that?
Oh, yep.
And it's trimming just that small portion of that little elevator.
Yep.
And that kind of is the same effect as doing that. It's just that you don't have to hold it down the whole time. Kind of.
Oh,
That's
okay.
that's a refined micromanaging
little-
of your elevator.
Oh, okay. Got it.
So where you want to leave it, what to start out with,
Yes.
is right there in the middle. And do you feel the little notch when you get to the center? It kind of just settles into.
Yes.
That's where. Okay. Your
Yes.
flaps. It's your pinky. Your left pinky
Oh.
is on that roller. Roll it towards you.
Which one?
That one right there.
Oh, got it.
Now, when the engine's on, those will actually work. Right now, the engine's
Okay.
not on, but your flaps will come down. And once again, flaps all the way up is pretty well level flight. Flaps going down, it's gonna lift the plane, and it's also gonna create a drag, so that like if you're coming down, you're going way too fast. You throw your flaps all the way to the bottom, it'll kind of slow your speed down, so you don't overspeed.
Got it.
So it's a good way to kind of, have you ever seen planes where you feel like they're just kind of like hanging in air as they come down?
Right.
That's kind of what you see, right?
Yes.
Okay, so that's kind of your basic controls for movement. Now, your right pinky, you feel that little trigger that you kind of have to extend your pinky out and then pull in? That's your brakes.
Oh, okay.
So when you're taxiing, it doesn't do anything in the air, but when it's your wheel brakes.
Got it.
That's how that works.
Gotcha. This one right here?
Not the button. There's a button further
Oh.
in.
Yeah.
Not the button, it's the trigger.
Where's the trigger? Oh, right. There?
Yep.
Ah.
That's it.
Got it.
That's it. The button is more of that's another view. It's just a camera view.
Oh, okay.
And this trigger here is also what they call a smart camera view. So it just kind of, if you're flying by points of interest in the game, it'll
Yeah.
focus on those. It's kind of a smart camera.
Oh, cool.
So you probably won't need it, but you will need that bottom trigger. That's your brakes.
Okay.
Really, that is. Oh, one more. Parking brake right there.
Right here?
Parking brake on off. Yep.
How do I know if it's on or off?
You won't until we go look at it.
Got it.
And then throttle, right? Your
Throttle
thrust.
is just
your
this way?
thrust. Uh-huh.
Ooh.
The rest of it's just like lights and,
Right.
stuff like that.
So, like with throttle, you go like that and you're going
Yes.
fast?
Yes, and pull back and you're no longer thrusting.
Got it.
So, and that'll help you to slow down, but also keep in mind when you're throttling, your nose tends to go up because you're climbing.
Right.
And when you decelerate, your nose is going to naturally. So that's one way to kind of manage what they call your attitude of your plane, right? Like the kind of the way your nose is facing.
Yeah.
So a combination of like your pitch, or your your trim and your throttle, and yeah, there you go. I mean that's it. So
That's
now let's
all
just
there
get
is.
you started. Should we just
Okay.
do it?
Yeah.
So go into your internal view. I'll start flurry up, see, and see if we can. There we go. That sounds better.
Good.
Okay, so what you're gonna do? Yep, perfect. And I'll just let you kind
Okay.
of. Here, should I tell you the most important thing of
Sure.
all? See that little sign? Go up, move back up a little higher. Yeah, right there. That little thing that says "Do not touch screens."
screens.
Yeah. So it's just it's important that you just. It's kind of a tradition here at HeadTrip Air. It's just to break rules. Okay, back
So-
as you were.
Okay. So now, what do we do?
Okay, so the first thing you do in this plane, this is a really easy plane to fly, because the only thing, now move your thrust in and out, and you'll notice that little lever, right?
Oh, yeah.
So you could either do that manually, but you don't need to worry about it.
Okay.
The one thing that I'll just tell you about, you won't need to worry so much about it, but this is what's called mixture.
Oh, yeah?
This is the mixture of your fuel versus your air. The closer you are to sea level, you want a richer fuel mixture, which means this would be pushed in.
Right.
The higher you get in elevation where the air becomes thinner, you need a little higher concentration of air in your mixture, and that's where you'd start pulling this out. I don't think you'll even need to worry about that.
Okay.
I'm just going to leave it fairly well pushed in.
Okay.
It's not relevant for today's flight.
Okay.
I'll just hide this if I can. Let's see. Where'd it go? Come on, baby. There we go. Get rid of that so we can actually see. All right, so all we need to do, really, is turn on the master switch. You're gonna die how easy this is, right?
Uh-huh.
Let that initialize. It's much easier to read these panels than in the other plane, by far. In fact, we're going to turn on the other one, but we need to... So that's the master switch. This is the avionics. This lets us communicate with ATC and gives us our map, nav data, and stuff like that.
Nice.
Let's get rid of this thing, too. And I'll turn that on. So, you know, we have a nice in-cockpit map.
Oh, nice.
Let me see if I can zoom in. There we go. We'll just zoom in so you know where you're at any given moment right there in the plane if you need to be. So once we have that, it's just down to flip the key almost. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, nice.
Like, it's not much. We ought to probably turn on our lights. I mentioned to you previously that we should have a beacon on when we start our planes, so we'll flip that baby on. Dang it. Come on. Oh, for heavens. I think we need to move our view. So
Oh, here, I can move it.
yeah,
Oh.
let's oh my goodness. Flurry's getting
Whoa, what am I doing? There we go.
there you go. That works.
Okay.
It takes a little practice, right?
Yeah.
And you can set custom views. We're doing it the hard way by far.
Yeah.
But it's still okay, so beacon's on. Right?
Yeah.
Come on, wait.
Is it?
That guy does not want to turn on for me.
Huh.
Flip it. Flipping beacon. For some reason, you got me beat. I don't care. We're gonna fly without lights. How's that?
Okay.
We'll wait. We'll wait till that starts. You know. Okay. Now it's easy, dude.
That's it?
Yeah, go to your external view and make sure we've got rotate. Yep, that's it.
Oh, wow.
So I'm going to call in, get you approval to take off. Nashville, we don't need any ground services. He's not going to probably do anything anyways for us, so
Right.
we'll just call in a departure. Ground. That's kind of weird.
Yeah.
To Nashville. No, ATIS, that's just like weather and information. Why? Back clearance. Oh, because we're probably like in some maintenance parking lot. Let's just drive. And
So how do I do that?
so you want to take off your parking brake.
Which one again?
Yeah. Parking brake is that one right there. That button down there, that little blue button.
Oh, yeah.
And pull back your throttle so you don't get taken up too far. And then you're going to twist, do the little twist.
Twist?
To
Which way am I supposed to face? This way?
probably. We'll just find one of the little lines, yellow lines. So let's look around and find a little. See, yeah, go over towards those blue lines.
Like this way?
We're just kind of. The reason why it's not giving us any options for ATC is because.
What are we doing?
Isn't that funny? You're on a hill. Oh my gosh! You're like on a curb. That's funny.
Oh,
okay.
we're on a curb.
You'll make it though. You're good. Are you on skis?
What am I on?
Holy heck, dude! I gave you the one that had skis. That's so funny. We literally gave you the. I didn't mean to do that.
I can't even go anywhere.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
A little bit thrust. I didn't mean to do that. I put skis on the bottom of your plane. That's funny. Uh-oh. Oh, dude.
Oh, what am I doing?
I don't know. Okay.
Oh.
Sorry. It's me. I'm the one doing that. Sorry. Click your reset view. That's me.
Sorry.
That was so... Oh, okay. Slow down.
Oh, boy. Okay. Am I trying to go to these purple
Yeah,
lines?
but slow down. Use your brake a little
Okay.
bit, but pump it.
Which
Don't.
one's the brake again?
Yeah, that trigger, that right hand trigger.
Oh, yeah.
Right. Yeah, just kind of pump those brakes a little bit. Go towards those flashing lights, and you'll be in really, really good shape.
Okay. Okay. What do I do now?
Okay. See if you can find a taxi line. Yeah, just that one right there. That little yellow line. Just follow that little yellow line all the way out. and you're going to be great. Now we can probably see if I can call in ATC and get some clearance. But
is this trigger working my brakes?
it should be. Is
Do
it
I
not?
hold it down?
Yeah.
Oh, I hold it down.
Uh-huh.
There we go.
Yep. Yep. That's how you do it. Ground services, ground. We got nothing so far. Nothing in clearance, so we might have to just take off without anybody's permission. Are you okay with that?
Yeah, that's fine with me.
Okay.
Where do I go?
Keep going.
Straight?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep. And you're welcome to pull off. Like, the runway is literally where those flashing lights are.
Oh, yeah, I can see that.
We were out in Timbuktu is the problem. I mean, we really were out in some, like...
Yeah, we were in some shed.
Some shanty.
Some shanty.
And you're willing to take... you're fine if you want just to take... Oh, man, you're like NASCAR over here.
I'm just like, what are we doing?
Yeah, I would pull back on the,
Okay.
the throttle. You're a little heavy on the thrust there. Okay.
Where do I go?
Brake.
Okay,
Just
brake,
yeah, right.
brake.
Here's a gate. Right here. Right. Yep. Perfect. See, and just stop right there,
Oh.
or a little further, or just don't stop at all. Let's just keep
So
going.
where do we go?
This is the runway. You're looking at the runway right here.
So
Okay.
turn.
So let's just figure out which way we want to go. Well, let's go the way that gives you the most room to work. Probably
to the
left. Probably left.
This is the runway?
Yep, that's a runway.
Okay.
That's a runway.
And we're just going to do it without any permission or anything?
Uh huh.
So I just get on here?
Yep. So what we're gonna do is let's go back into our internal view.
Oh, whoop.
We'll see if Flurry's working out her technical difficulties. Yep. Sound great.
Oh, why am I
Oh,
looking down at
do
the
a
floor?
reset. Do a reset.
Oh, a reset.
Mm-hmm. There you
Okay.
go. There you go. And line yourself up right there in the middle.
Like this?
Yep. Even further, like right where the
To
white
the
lines
left?
are. Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay. Then I'd just pull your throttle all the way back and brake. Just stop
Brake.
for a moment so we can
Okay.
check a few things.
Okay.
Okay. Let's go to your external view because it's just easier to see.
Okay.
And let's just check your your trim is good. Your
Okay.
flaps were good too.
Okay.
So I think you're ready. I think you're ready now. So
Okay.
let's go back internal.
Okay.
Reset. Now, so here's what you're going to do. What you're going to do is you're going to use your... Now, the reason why you're all over the place is that rudder, you've just got to be a little more nuanced with it, right?
Okay.
Just small moves.
Just small.
moves.
Okay.
And just kind of use it, and you'll get the hang of it just to kind of... If you feel like you're drifting a little bit, and you will, because you have a propeller that's moving, it's going to push you in a
Right.
certain direction. I can't remember if it's right or left, but just kind of just small moves, right? Once
Okay.
you get up to speed, like once you're moving, and you're going to want to get off the ground, you're going to have a tendency to want to get off the ground because it's just hard to stay straight in a plane like this.
Right.
But just slowly tilt back, just slowly
Tilt back on what?
on this.
So like I pull that back,
Mhm.
like this goes forward and this goes back?
That's right. So this is and you can almost go full blast on this just from the get-go. Just once we're ready to go, just push
Just
it all the way
push
up.
it all the way up?
hmm
Okay.
And then just slowly pull your elevator back. Not much, because you don't want to climb too fast because you'll lose speed, and if you
Right.
lose speed, then you'll stall down and you'll crash.
Okay.
But just keep your pitch just 10 to 15 degrees. So you'll want it. Let me show you this map right here, or this. You'll want 5 degrees, between 5 to 10 degrees or something like that.
Okay.
That's kind of. I'll let you know. I'll just kind of guide you through it. Is that a decent view right there?
Yeah.
Because you can see this, so there you go. Anytime you're ready, just
Okay.
kick it into gear.
All right, here we go. Why does that feel like it's not really going?
It will.
Oh.
Slow movements. It's tricky. That's the one.
I'm trying to keep it
I
straight.
know. One of these small planes are not easy. And I'll tell you when you're getting. Okay, you're getting close, not quite to where you can start lifting up a little bit. Why don't you give it a try? Let's see if you can. And just a little bit. Yep. Just easy goes. Yep, perfect.
Ah.
Now, bank yourself a little bit to the left so you can kind of...
Like this way?
Yep, just a little bit. Mm-hmm. Yep. You got it. Now let's come out to your external view. There you go.
Ah, there
Welcome
we go.
to Nashville.
Woo, we're in Nashville.
Let's see if we can actually find town or anything. Now you don't just keep your plane as
We're going up,
straight
right?
as you can turn, but just keep your banks not too hard because
Right.
it's easy, kind of like a kite, right? If you get out of control, sometimes you'll find
Right.
that it gets challenging.
Nashville is beautiful.
It is. Looks like we got the freeways. Now I don't know my way around this place. Let's just go right. It looks like that might be downtown. Down
Over
there.
this
Let's just
way?
go. Yep. Let's just go check it out.
Okay.
And you can stay low. Like you can stay at this elevation. Not a problem.
Okay.
You're only at about 1,400. So, I ought to ask how you enjoying Flurry?
Flurry's good.
Good.
I'm excited.
Good stuff. It's good stuff. Just
So
chill.
she's coming to play in Salt Lake.
Yeah, with Colony House is headlining,
Nice.
and they just wrote a song together, or at least she's performing a new song that I think they wrote maybe, but they collaborated on it,
Oh, nice.
and it's good. Yeah, I think it'll be fun. I don't know. I honestly don't know Colony House that well, so I need to try to listen to some of their
Yeah, I'll
music
have to
and become
listen
more
to 'em,
familiar with
too.
them. But
I always make it a goal that even if I don't know the band, I listen to some of their music before I go to the concert, so I can be at least familiar with their big hits that the crowd's gonna go wild over.
exactly.
Ooh, we're flying over Nashville.
We're flying. Let's see. Go towards downtown. And
This way?
Yep, and just stay. Yep. Now, yeah, and you can just there you go. Now level back out,
Okay.
and even turn left a little bit because I think downtown area is just somewhere right over. At least it looks like it, unless it's just a bunch of tall trees. But it looks like a downtown area to me. Doesn't that look like a downtown area to you?
Yeah, it does to me.
There you go. And if you want, you can even pull your flaps back flat. So that means you take that little roller on your pinky on the left hand and just move it away from other way. There you go. And then just kind of keep an eye on your speed. You're doing good. Keep an eye on. This is your vertical speed, so the indicators are just a little bit different than that last plane.
Right.
Keep that just around there, like as close to center as you can,
Okay.
and you're gonna be doing great.
Yeah, we're doing it.
You're doing it. And there's downtown Nashville. I don't know what the river. That's just a pretty little town, isn't it?
It is. It's got some buildings here.
Well, and just Nashville has just a lot of character to it. Everybody. It's just, how do you not want to go to Nashville, even if you're not a country music fan?
I
It's just
know.
kind of
Oh,
a
look,
cool
there's a
little place.
river in the middle.
Yep. Let's take a look at it. I'm going to try to take a look at it and see. And then there's a arena and a football.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that doesn't look like football. I don't know what that is.
This looks like some kind of main city square. Like.
There's the football.
Oh yeah, there's football.
Let's see what we got down there. I don't know the names of any of the buildings. We probably should have done our research. Some type of arena down there as well. Yeah,
it's
right on a
beautiful.
river. Right on a river. And the Smokies would be, let's see, if the sun's going down in the west, Smokies are going to be out this direction. Oh, no, right, this direction, east.
Oh.
Smokies are going to be, the mountains are going to be out that way.
Out that
but they're
way.
but they're a little ways. I mean, we can head that way.
Should we?
Yeah. I think it would be fun.
Woo.
I think it'd be fun to hit the Smokies. I don't think it'd take us too long to get there. I could be wrong though. Maybe it's more of a flight than. Oh, just go towards that little hill right there.
Okay.
Yeah. There's little foothills around here. Looks like. Yep. We gotta pause that. So we will work on the sound. We'll figure that out. Some kind of weird driver issue.
nice.
Here you go. Nashville is the vaping capital of the world. I don't know if you knew
I
that.
can see that.
Yep. Actually, did you, coming in here, did you smell the smoke as you drove towards my house?
Yeah, what?
Oh, it's that big fire that
Oh, yeah.
it's been bad. I mean,
Oh,
it's still
so
burning.
bad.
Still burning.
I can't believe that. It got so close to your house,
Mhm.
too.
Yep, it's a mess. It's a mess. So if you want to go back into the internal view,
Okay.
might be kind of fun to fly in one of those clouds and let's see what happens.
Like
Yeah, I mean, just
these clouds? Oh, yeah.
to the right, there's some thicker cloud banks. At least I thought there was. Justin doesn't mess around when it comes to turning. He's like, he's a go-getter,
Yep.
and
I'm like, let's get over
it's just
there.
like, let's do this.
Oh.
Now this is just a little bit of fog almost, but you could try to. I think those other clouds are pretty high up there, but oh, that's cool. Check
That's
out,
a cool
check out
view
that.
of the sun.
It is. Fly towards the light, right?
Fly towards the light.
Fly towards the light.
We're not crashing yet.
We're not crashing. I mean, that's a success.
That is a success.
Let's see if Flurry's found her way back to us.
Oh, good.
There we go.
This is fun.
It is.
I feel like I've heard this song before.
Yeah, this is great.
See, now
This
I'm
one's
flying
called
a truck
Constellate.
cloud. Oh, it's called Constellation?
Constellate.
Oh, Constellate. Look, now I'm flying through a cloud.
Yep.
All I see is cloud.
Yeah, the good news about this plane, though, is even if you have zero visibility, I mean, these little Garmins are nice because you've got the terrain in front of you. So
Yep.
you don't, obviously.
Yeah, you can see,
Mhm.
can't you?
Yep.
On your
Yep, you're
screen.
pretty safe. I mean, you won't have this plane in the star party, though.
Oh, not this luxury?
No, you won't have this luxury. You'll have the 152, which
Yeah.
is the older version of this plane.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's
This is the 172?
yeah, this is the 172. The 152 is out of commission, but there's tons of them around still. They're still being flown, but they don't make them anymore.
Gotcha.
And let's see, which direction are you at? You are moving at a roughly southern direction, so you're heading towards probably like let me do my math here. Like, well, if you I don't know, you were going southeast, maybe North Carolina. I don't know. I can't.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I mean, you're still really. I mean, you look at the map. You're still really in the major Nashville
area.
Yeah. I mean, I think we've got a ways probably before it. You know what you ought to do?
What?
That lake looks kind of interesting.
Over to here?
Mm-hmm. Other way.
Oh, the other way?
Mm-hmm.
Wait, where?
You see that lake? This one right here?
Oh, yeah.
That looks
this
kind of
way.
interesting.
Okay, let's go that way.
There you go. I knew that was coming because Justin was not. He was not looking at the screen. He was looking literally down at the map and flying based on a little pink icon
That's
representing his
exactly
plane.
right.
And now here you are, right back at the
Is
airport.
that the airport?
Yeah, I think so. It might be a different airport.
Yeah, it looks like the airport.
But that was beautiful because I knew it was coming.
You knew it was coming.
I knew it was coming. And honestly, I'm going to pick this up. I'm going to pick this iPad up and so I can kind of be your guide and figure out where we're going. Let's see. So, oh yeah, I mean, we're not really close to the mountains. Because I think the mountains are like, let me put this in, I don't think they have a satellite view. I thought the mountains were more like Chattanooga maybe and getting down into like
Chattanooga's.
Knoxville area. So I think we have way too far to get to the mountains, so maybe we'll just have to
Go to the
do
lake.
the lake, and then we'll come back and land you. How's that?
That sounds good.
So this is going to be Long Hunter State Park. Long Hunter State Park is that, and you can see the lake right there.
Yeah, I can see it.
Let's just go take a fly over the lake, and then we'll come back and
And I'll try to land.
Yep, and try to land. When we chose scattered clouds, they really, I mean, that
They just scattered clouds all over.
they
didn't
just scattered clouds. I mean, they're like, well, we said scattered clouds, right?
I'm still laughing at the fact that we went to go get Totino's pizzas and we crashed into the mountain.
We watched that live, by the way.
We watched that.
Yeah.
We knew it was happening.
Yeah, I'm like, Justin, this isn't looking good. So we were rushing down. We got our shoes on. Got with Debbie, got in the car, and we're driving. And first of all, I was like, okay, we're just kind of spinning. That's great. We won't go anywhere, but we'll be safe. And then we got in a conversation, and I looked down, and literally we just skimmed like the top of this big mountain peak. I was like, that did not look good. And I'm like, I don't think,
Good.
I don't think this is going to end well. And so we didn't even get to the store. We didn't even get to the store, I don't
No,
think,
we
before it
didn't.
crashed. But I still have no regrets.
No regrets. Ah, we're coming up on the lake.
Now, I gave you skis, but that's not going to... I should have gave you pontoons because...
Oh, to land on the water?
Yep, that would have been nice. But no such thing, so you can just kind of skim down there. You can get down right close to the water, see how close you can
okay.
get without crashing. Yeah, this is by far the longest live stream, but we'll trim down some of that middle part.
Yeah,
Maybe.
maybe. But you have to realize that's when we were cooking the Totino's pizzas.
Yeah, I'm not trimming. I'll trim the very first part of, just... Nah, I'm not trimming. Sorry, guys.
You can.
I mean, I know.
Or you can just put a minute marker when we come back.
Yeah, I'll put chapters in, so people,
Yeah.
you're welcome to skip it if you want, but don't you go try to notarize anything
Oh,
unless
don't
you
you
watch
dare.
every single minute of it, because those Totino's pizzas don't cook themselves.
They don't. Wow, what a beautiful view of these lakes.
It is. What state park did I say that was?
I
Long-
can't remember.
Oh, there goes just in time for the music to go poopy. Let's see. Long Hunter State Park.
Oh yeah, Long Hunter. There's a runway right there. Right?
Yeah.
To land on.
Yeah, I say we do it.
Do we do that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so how do I do this without crashing?
Okay, so let's think about this. We may not have a ton of time. So what you want to do is just slowly lose elevation. So yeah, bring yourself down, and you're so you're going too fast now, and you're gonna have to pull up fast, quickly. Okay, now.
Okay.
You can use your flaps. Bring some flaps down.
Oh, how do I do that again?
Your pinky, left pinky,
Oh yeah, flaps
and
down.
not that much though, because
Oh,
you'll
okay.
maybe right there. Start one down, Go one down.
Oh, one down on the flap?
Yep. There you go. There you go. Actually, let's go two down.
One more down?
Yep.
Okay.
Now, your flaps are down. You're going to have to play with your throttle because as you get closer to it, you'll eventually pull up the throttle. Just watch your speed. You really want to approach that run. First of all, move to the right so you can get yourself lined up with a decent approach. You don't want to have to be making turns at the last minute, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So I would even go further to the right.
Further to the right?
Mm-hmm. So that you can literally get on, so you're like literally just attacking it on a center line. Yep. And I'd start dropping your elevation because you're still up about 1,800 feet. I don't know the elevation of the airport, but don't go down too far. And that's a longer runway than it looks probably, so don't panic. You can take your time in coming down slowly. When you land, you want ultimately your nose to be up a little higher than the rest of the plane, so you want to kind of come down that way. So just kind of gauge it that way.
So should I be coming down now?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And then do I have to do anything specific?
Once you hit the ground, you're going to need to start braking and using your rudder to steer.
Oh, what's the brake
Oh, wait,
again?
pull up a little bit. There you go. The brake is your P key on the right.
Oops.
Oh,
that's
reset
right.
your view. Reset your view.
How do I do that?
That little button up top.
Right
Yep.
there.
Yep. Okay.
Okay, so, whoops.
Careful. Right. Up, pull up. Pull up. There you go. You're okay.
We're landing on the grass.
I mean, even if you have to land on the grass, but just small moves. Just don't panic.
Okay.
No need to panic. Just keep your plane level is more important than big turns.
Okay.
Pull up.
Oh,
okay.
crashed.
Well, that was close. That was pretty good though.
Yeah.
We have, ladies and gentlemen, a second grave marker. Actually, that wasn't part of the world tour. That was just a joyride. But that was fun.
That was fun.
That was fun.
Beautiful Nashville.
So you get better at that, right? You get the point where you can kind of just gauge it, and that plane starts to get really, really easy.
To land.
Yeah. Well, I say that, but I've probably crashed it more than any other person on the planet. So
I think we should have some more of these really quick.
I do.
Before we close.
Yeah, we'll before we close. Yeah, closing arguments here. So the stream is still going, so that's one success.
Mm-hmm.
I think YouTube lets you stream 12 hours at a time, but we'll never do that.
Mm-hmm.
This is longer than we usually do, but this is just how it goes, right?
It was great.
It was great.
I will come back.
Great. Yeah,
I will definitely be back.
and I mean, I don't know. Every leg of the flight will be different.
Mm-hmm.
But I look forward to seeing the world.
Mm-hmm.
Spending time with my favorite peeps.
Yep.
Eating plenty of peanut butter M&Ms apparently because
now they're the official snack.
Yes, they are.
Mm-hmm.
Peanut butter's good for you, right?
It's good.
I mean, not really, but
yeah, but it tastes good.
But it's not as bad as eating turpentine.
That's right. I got to burn the back of my throat one last time.
Oh yeah, that's gonna.
I'm gonna finish.
One last toast, maybe.
One last toast.
I don't know to what.
To making it further than Salt Lake next time.
Okay, here we go. First of all, I don't know if anybody else has signed up on another leg of the world tour.
Mm-hmm.
So you're always welcome back anytime.
Okay.
Cockpit is not going anywhere.
Awesome.
Flurry's not going anywhere.
Awesome.
And yeah, so let's toast to Beyond the Wasatch Front next time.
Yep.
It would be, now we have a mission to make it to Austin, Texas.
Yes.
That said, we'll let Flurry ride us out into the sunset here. And
I'd have it no other way.
And it's still jacked up, but I'm not going to turn it off this time.
No.
Right? I'm sorry, Flurry. I apologize. I really do. I'll tell you in person
Yes.
that we're a complete disaster here at HeadTrip, but we have a good time. And any other final words? Are we ready to sign off?
I think we're good.
Okay.
Thank you so much for having me on the world tour.
Yes, and once again, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. You'll find us on, was that like Alexa?
Sounds like it. What's happening?
It's good to know that Alexa is, oh, whoop, shoot. You can't say those words.
You can't.
That is dangerous territory. It's good to know that ELEXA is on board with us at HeadTrip Air. That's going to be exciting. We'll see what ALEXA has to offer. Okay, so with that said,
That's it. It's been a blessed evening.
it's been a blessing. It's been a blessed evening and a blessing.
And a blessing.
We'll catch you on the flip side. Stay safe. And I don't even know what to say at this point. Goodbye.
Goodbye.